Hey everybody, welcome back to Kruse Control. It is Friday, May 3rd, 2024. Welcome to Kruse Control, the home of entertainment news. I am your host, as always, Brian Kruse. Welcome back, everybody. Happy Friday. I hope you had a great week. You accomplished a lot of goals, kicked some ass, made some friends, kissed some babies' butts, and then came back here to have a good time on a Friday. I'm sorry, I'm going with the theme again. It's a Friday. I don't know if it's a Friday thing, but cheers to you. It's Friday. Having a few drinks, hanging out here on Kruse Control. Thank you for joining us. Can't wait to get into this because there's a lot going on. And joining me back, as always, my lovely co-host, Miss Sabrina Vittori. How you doing, Sabrina?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
Doing well. Happy. What's up, Racer X? We're just talking about you.
In a minute.
We were just talking about Racer X.
Told me to be
Oh
here.
yeah, Sabrina's here.
We were just talking about Racer X. Yeah, Peppy.
Hi,
Peppy knows
Queen.
Sabrina's here. What's up, Queen?
And
We were just talking about.
Queen.
Yeah, what's up, Queen? Good to see you all here. Good to see you. Yeah, we were just talking about Racer X that we didn't saw him in a while. We've been changing our schedule up and down, left and right all over the place. But how's your week been, Sabrina?
Good. I wish I slept a little bit more, but good. It was good.
That's great. I mean, you should sleep more. You need to sleep some more, you know? Sleeping's good for the body, the soul, and the mind, and all that
it's just
stuff, you know?
Sometimes it's so hard. There's not enough hours in the day.
It energizes you, makes you feel good, makes you see things great.
Yeah,
Queen.
well, I mean,
I love you, girl.
just doesn't always happen for me, unfortunately.
Yeah,
It's a long
yeah,
week. I'm happy
yeah,
that tomorrow's Saturday.
Well, I'm happy you're here. Happy it's Saturday too as well. It's going to be a great weekend. But it's me, a great Friday night, because also joining us back on Kruse Control is the Star Trek legend himself. He just flew in from some Kryptonian world. Oh, that's not right. He flew in from someplace, some Starfleet. And here he is right now, everybody. Mr. Jordan Sell. Welcome back to Kruse Control, man.
Dude, you totally mixed DC and you totally mixed two different props.
I totally did.
I'll forgive you. Yeah, it's good to be back. Busy week. Just still recuperating from being sick. Been catching up on some shows. I'm going to give a cheap plug because Kruse knows that I am in love with the show. I'm watching it a second time with my wife. If you haven't, you people need to check out Fallout.
Oh my god, it so sucks.
Yeah. That's what you've been saying.
Jonathan Nolan
Racer
did it, and
X?
it's freaking amazing.
Dude, I watched the first episode, but that's all I've seen.
Slow it down, Jordan. Don't drink too much.
Oh, yeah, Peppy says you're drinking too much already, man.
Thanks,
good to see
Queen.
you. Yeah. I feel like, Jordan, I watched the first episode of that, and I keep hearing great things about the more and more there is to it. And I got to check out more.
It
But,
just hooks you, man.
It's so good.
The revelations as the episodes go on, like, because they don't give you everything right away. You know, you got flashbacks through the whole thing,
yeah.
and it's mind blowing.
Well, we'll talk more about that for sure, Jordan. But yeah, it's on Amazon. It's a great show so far. Excited to talk about that more too. But also joining us back on a Friday, he wouldn't be here without his screwdriver in hand. The thirsty daddy himself, Mr. GR Waters. GR, how you doing, man? Welcome back to Kruse Control. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Brian. Good to be here again.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good to see you. It's so good to see you again. You have a good week?
Oh, you know it. I'm lucky enough not to have to do what you guys do with that thing called work. Yuck.
Yep. I know that work thing. Who does that, right? Who does that?
Hey, thirsty
Not
daddy.
me, that's for sure. Not for
and we lost GR is out apparently, but also joining us back on Kruse Control. Of course, he's a staple here on a Friday. He did 34 years working on a bunch of shows, starting off on Easy Street, everybody, with Lonnie Anderson, and he's been kicking ass for a long time. I'm so excited to have him here. He's my friend and yours. Check out at 3Gs, Mr. Ronald Todd Woodward. Ron, how you doing, man? Good to see you.
I'm doing great. How are you, Bri?
I'm doing very well. And I think there's somebody else with you too, right? I think there's somebody else joining.
There is. I got my helper.
What's up,
Hi,
Torben? Good to see
He
you.
loves Fallout apparently.
My man.
Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's talking about it.
Love
Everybody's going
seeing
nuts.
you here, Ron.
Awesome. It's awesome.
Hey, Walter Goggins needs an Emmy. That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
Jordan is very into it. Jordan's very into it. Jordan, I can't get enough. And you guys, you hear him here too, of course. There's one more person with us. Well, is he a person or a best friend? But that's the pep star himself joining us here on Kruse Control on a Friday too. Peppy, how you doing, man?
Greetings and salutations.
Greetings and salutations, pep star. You have a good day? Well, it's Friday.
Finally, it's Friday.
Yeah, I'm freaking excited as you are. Come on, man. We got to make some stuff happen tonight.
Can someone get a dog a drink?
Man, I told you, you're an alcoholic, man. You got to calm down. You just got to calm down because you get drunk, then you start getting crazy. And you get.
Let's do this.
Okay, I know. All right, everybody. Well, thank you all for being here on Kruse Control. I appreciate you as always for joining us. It's been a really fun week so far, and I'm happy to have you all here for our Friday edition. Of course, if it's your first time here, we drink a little bit on Friday. So cheers us whenever you want. You can tell us in the chat, have a drink if you want. Cheers, everybody. Happy Friday. Hope you had a great weekend. Here's to accomplishing a lot and having a drink because of it at the end of the week. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Just like Fallout, right, Jordan?
Sorry.
Yeah, just like Fallout.
Yeah.
Just like Fallout. Yes.
Far out, man. Oh, it's Fallout, not far out.
Hey, thanks, Conan the Barbarian. Yeah, the pep star. He's a good guy. He has a good time. He has fun, and he'll mess with us all throughout the whole night. So get ready for that. Get ready for more pep star hanging out, right, Peppy? It's gonna be a good night. It's gonna be a great night.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, man. But anyways, everybody, it doesn't matter what day of the week it is. It's Friday today, but it could be a Monday, a Wednesday, a Tuesday, a Thursday, a Saturday, a Sunday. There's always a lot of breaking news. Come on. All right, the very first thing I want to talk about right now is, of course, Paramount. I feel like this has been the biggest thing that we've been talking about for weeks, but Paramount's little exclusive deal right now they've been having with Skydance is going to be ending later today. It'll be done, and at that point, anybody can negotiate again, and of course, Sony has come forth Apollo with that $26 billion offer to buy out all of Paramount and to take it over and become a private company with all of it. Now, the Skydance deal itself would be selling out the shares to Redstone and actually keeping it kind of as a partnership, but this would be a whole new thing if Sony does get an opportunity now to take over Paramount. And at $26 billion, everybody, I feel like that could be something that could happen. What's up? Good to see you. Happy Friday. But yeah, I think that's something that could happen, very likely, and we'll have to wait to see to find out. But we'll keep talking about Paramount because that just keeps happening. Everyone's wondering what's going to happen with the studio. Just like everybody's been talking about IATSE constantly because again, there is this lingering, potentially maybe happening strike, which I don't think is going to happen. We probably said it multiple times here too. It sounds like they've done a lot of steps moving forward to make good calls so that we do not have a strike again this year. But IATSE now are actually officially entering negotiations on Monday for the final. They're putting all their stuff on the table. They're saying they want wage increases, residual funding for health and pension. They're really trying to help out the health and pension fund. They really want to help protect that. And they also want to help protect against artificial intelligence. Of course, they want to establish a 401k, increase penalties for rest periods, which is amazing. You do that too. And enhanced sick leave. So if they can secure all this, and I think that the AMPTP will probably go for it because nobody wants to strike right now. They're saying it would be an additional like it's like $670 million within 3 years put it into the fund. So hopefully it happens and we do not have a strike because nobody wants that because you saw what happened last time. We've been fighting AI for so long and SAG-AFTRA is actually going to Congress. I got a bill. They're taking a bill to Congress called the No Fakes Act, and they're trying to make this pass into law so that we can stop AI from taking over jobs. Now, will this happen? Will it not happen? It comes down to First Amendment rights. That's the biggest fight right now against it. Now, what they want is they want to have digital replica rights. That's what they're calling it, where they authorize the use of their image and voice and visual likeness. The actor actually does that. And on top of that, they want to extend this to their heirs, to their actual estate after they die for deceased people for over 70 years. They want this to be a law. Now, the biggest battle people are saying right now is like, well, if someone's dead, we shouldn't have this kind of light. This is going against First Amendment rights if we give these rights to dead people, which is a whole thing. IATSE is a hostile tribe. It is not. International stagehands. It's not. It's not a hostile tribe. They could be hostile. They don't get what they fucking want, though. I'll say that too. But I hope that we don't have a strike because again, we need great content. Everybody, like Sausage Party, hot and ready, everybody, because Sausage Party, hot and ready is coming out, and Foodtopia, everybody. That's all I can say.
Nobody asked for this.
What, Jordan?
Nobody asked for this.
Come on. They want those hot buns again. Those hot buns and that good old, it's coming again, everybody. God, the terminology is horrible for this, but it's coming again. Ready for July 11th. You're getting all the episodes dropping at once on Amazon. And the first movie, they made $141.3 million on like a $19 million budget. And so this raunchy comedy gets one more chance to slide into those buns and serve themselves up one more time. But
People need to stop pumping bullshit out.
You're right, Pep Star. They do, but they keep doing it, man. They keep doing it. But I'll tell you what's not bullshit. And I hope that our AI overlords not become as the masters of the universe, but masters of the universe is coming finally. Amazon has released a date for this, coming out June 5th, 2026. We're finally getting a He-Man movie once again. And I'm excited about this. I love He-Man. I love Masters of the Universe. I know Jordan over there will probably be going crazy about this too in a second. But we finally got some news because we've talked about this back and forth for weeks about how it was at Netflix, it went to Amazon, the scripts changed, and actors had to, it keeps changing and changing and changing. But we're finally going to find out who has the power very soon, June 5th. So production should start before you know it. And we have more updates before you know it. So good for them. Finally happening. Because it's been a long time, but something else has been around for a long time that is going away is Blue Bloods. So if you were a fan of Blue Bloods after 14 seasons, they are done. They're going to be officially done. It's a whole thing that, people have been trying, like fan base been pushing for this to keep going. Of course, it's an easy show. It's a procedural cop show for a lot of the CBS to keep moving forward, but they've decided finally to let this go. And Tom Selleck is probably pretty upset. He's been doing it for a long time. He-Man, yeah, Racer X, He-Man, he has the power. But Tom Selleck is probably upset. I've been seeing him on Friends. I've been watching Friends recently, and I see him on there all the time. And good for him. This guy's had a great career, and he'll be fine. He'll move on to something else. But that show had a great run. It had a great run that no one saw happening. Just like the Connors had a great run. And they're getting one more season to finish it all off. That's right. Season 7, limited run, 6 episodes. They're saying right now it's not official, but around 6 episodes to give it a final send off for the Connors. Of course, from Roseanne till now, the drama with Roseanne throughout all the times they were able to battle through and make this show happen. I'm very excited for them because, again, I know a lot of people that worked in this show. I know a lot of the stand-ins, and I think that it's a great product. And, they've had a fun time. So I'm happy that the show got to thrive even after Roseanne disappeared. So it's great. Something else I love to see thrive, though, too, is The Dark Knight because not Christopher Nolan, but Jonathan Nolan recently came forward to say it would be a dream to take over, and he would absolutely do it in a heartbeat to do another Dark Knight movie. Now, if you're wondering why Jonathan Nolan would do this, well, Jonathan Nolan was actually writing behind the scenes with Chris Nolan and with David Goyer. They were working on all these movies together. We talked about this not too long ago about how he wanted to do the Riddler in the last one, but then he was kind of he kind of lost out on that between Chris and with Goyer. So, but he wants to come back. Of course, he's doing that hit show Fallout right now that Jordan loves so much. But so he's so busy with Fallout, I don't know if he'd have time for another Dark Knight movie. And of course, Jordan, he needs to keep doing Fallout, right? Jordan doesn't need to do this. He needs to keep doing Fallout.
Right.
Yeah, keep doing that because he's got lots of projects moving forward, but he's got lots of opportunities. Unlike Kevin Spacey, who doesn't have a lot of opportunities, man. Not a lot of opportunities. He's been trying to come back big time, and it hasn't worked out too well for him. Of course, all of his charges were dropped in the UK, and we talked about this the other day that the Max is releasing this documentary about him with 10 more guys are coming forward that have never spoke about this before, never been involved in the trials. They're saying that he sexually molested them too. So it's a whole thing. And I think that Kevin Spacey, he went on X today and he was flipping out about it. Maybe it was yesterday. And he was saying the whole thing because he's not happy. Of course, he's not happy. But of course, I'm pretty sure he's done some allegedly, but I think he's pretty sure. But he came forward to talk about this. And he said this documentary is about a desperate attempt for ratings. There's a proper channel to handle allegations against me. And it's not Channel 4, which is the network that's actually producing this along with Max. And he said, each time I have been given the time and proper form to defend myself, the allegations have been failed under scrutiny, and I have been found innocent. We'll find out what this brings when this documentary comes out because, Max has released some stuff to go after people. Look, ask Dan Schneider because Dan Schneider right now is pretty pissed about Quiet on Set. And he's actually suing the production over there because he says that it's defamation. Defamation. He said he never did this thing before. Never, never, never. But when the documentary came out, he actually came forward, had a whole sit-down interview where he was saying how embarrassed he was and how he felt bad about what happened. And he didn't mean to do all this shit. But now he's like, I'm going to sue him, get some money, hopefully. So will work out for him. I'm going to say probably not Schneider. I know it's pretty unfortunate. I just take all of them and throw them on the new Hollywood Squares and see how they do because Hollywood Squares is coming back, everybody. Again, Drew Barrymore will be the center square as the main person you ask questions to. This was a big hit for a long time. And of course, there was a game show where people got to win money, but they asked celebrities if, they ask them a question. If they were right about it, they get an X or an O. It'd be tic-tac-toe. And you have to trust that celebrities knew what they were talking about. But I'm excited to see how this does and who will come on this. But this is coming back. Hollywood Squares is coming back. And a new person might be on Hollywood Squares someday because his star rating just keeps going up, up, up. Is Paul Walter Hauser. And I'm shocked about this because this guy went from Cobra Kai or Die, to like an Emmy-nominated winner. And then all of a sudden now he's been nominated to be, he's taken over to do Chris Farley. We talked about that last week. And now he's going to be also in the Naked Gun movie. And then he's also going to be in the Fantastic Four. This guy is like working. He's getting hired left and right. The secret role in Fantastic Four, they're saying maybe Mole Man, I keep hearing online, as a new villain. We'll have to wait and see. But he's just doing so well. And I hope that does well for him because like the X-Men, the Marvel stuff, we're really trying to figure that out. And I think that, maybe he'll add some good comedy or drama to it. We'll have to wait and find out. But the X-Men too, if you want to stay at the mansion, you can, because the Airbnb has a whole thing right now where you can stay at the X-Men mansion, X-Men 97, and they've actually created the whole layout so it looks just like the actual show, and they're giving it out to a bunch of people. Now there's like 4,000 tickets, like $100 a pop. It's going to open up, and you can get out there to put it up there to say if you want to actually stay there. And Jubilee will be your host, and you get to see all of it. All the stuff of the X-Men Mansion. You got B-Slab, you got the Danger Room, you got Cerebro Station, you got all the characters' bedrooms. I mean, it's a geek's freaking wet dream, and I would stay there if I could. But anyways, a lot of breaking news, everybody. A lot of breaking news. I'm so happy you are all here to talk about it, and it's a lot of craziness happening. I know we're going to have a fun time talking about this. I know we will. But you know what? It's not just about breaking news, because breaking news is a big part of the show. It's also about what my panel thinks about all the breaking news. And what do they think about it? Well, that leads me to the next topic, and that is a little bit of hot takes. Let's get it. Oh, GR said it right. Taking a little sip. I need a sip too, GR. Now it's time for those hot takes. Yeah, Kevin Spacey, he's got some good representation. He's really gotten off from a lot of this shit. And I've heard some stuff about him. Allegations, but we'll see what happens. But hot takes time. So your first time on Kruse Control. This is where all my guests get 1 minute on the clock to give all their hot takes for all the latest breaking news. It's all 13 topics I just described in our last segment. Can they get them all before the bomb blows up? Their time is up and they are done. Or will the buzzer go off, they lose, and they have to drink because it is Friday, and you as the audience to decide who wins. Hot takes. I'm so happy to have you all here. So now it's time for that hot takes, and who will win, who will lose. That is always the ongoing question. I'm so excited. So excited, everybody. Sabrina, who will go first with the hot takes?
Ron.
Ron. She's coming after you, Ron. How you feeling? You rocking and rolling? You ready for some hot takes?
I'm ready. I am ready. I'm just looking at the list right now. Yep.
I believe it. I know you're born to do this. Paul Lynde made the Hollywood Squares a legend. Hollywood Squares was a great show, wasn't it, Ron? It was a great show.
It was a fun show.
Yeah, I think that could be a good thing to come back. If you're going to bring a show back, Hollywood Squares.
Did you say Drew Barrymore was going to be center square?
She's center square, yep.
I love that. That's great.
Good for her, right? I think she's going to be great in that role. I mean, very appropriate. So yes. I'm excited to see how it does. I'm really excited. All right, Ron. I'm also excited about your hot takes. Are you ready for hot takes?
I'm ready.
All right, Ron. Here we go. The clock is up. Hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
Sony taking over Paramount. I'm intrigued by that because you mentioned they want to take everything, all inclusive. I'm wondering what that's going to be like. IATSE's contract, I hope they set it high so that they can negotiate down because that's what's going to happen. And IATSE deserves everything that they're asking for. SAG-AFTRA, yes, fight AI. Sausage Party, really? Masters of the Universe release set, that's fantastic. Blue Bloods, I didn't know it was on for 14 years. Good for them. The Connors, I thought that was supposed to end 2 years ago. I liked it. I did like it, and I'm glad that they're getting one more season, even if it's short, to wrap everything up. Jonathan Nolan, that would be fantastic, but apparently he's busy with Fallout. Kevin Spacey, when you know, you know. Dan Schneider suing over quiet on the set. Of course he is. He's got nothing to stand on. Hollywood Squares, we already talked about that. Drew Barrymore, go. Paul Walter Hauser, fantastic. I don't know who he is. And the X-Men Mansion, that sounds like fun. It's like a lot of fun, actually.
Got them all.
Got them all.
You're muted, Brian.
You know what that means, Ron? Stage lights, fireworks, confetti! How's it feel, Ron?
I want to go to Disneyland.
Yeah, Disneyland for all. Maybe one day the winner of Hot Takes go to Disneyland tickets. Maybe, we'll get there, How great would that be? How great would that be? That'd be awesome.
That would be so much fun. Maybe it's for the 200th episode. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe for that. We got to have something great for 200. We're at 194 right now. We're not that far away.
Woo!
Mm-hmm. 2 more weeks.
We're gonna have to get some sponsorship from Disney for that. Just to be clear.
Good luck.
Yeah, right. Great job, Ron. Great job with the Hot Takes.
We loved you, Ron. Thank you.
Yeah, Queen did love it. All right, Sabrina, who's gonna be going next? That's what I'm wondering. More drinking, Pep Star?
I think I'm gonna go with Jordan next.
Jordan, how you feeling about that?
Oh, he's pumped.
There's a lot of Jordan heavy topics in here.
A drink, please.
Yeah, there is. Sabrina, you're right.
Pep Star, stop drinking. All right, Jordan. Jordan, I know you're stoked and you stretched it out. You're feeling good.
Thank you for the 8-minute stretch session. For fuck's sake, let's go, buddy.
I'm waiting for our host to put
Look at her getting pushy.
All right, Jordan, here we go.
Stretch session.
Take a breath. Hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
Jesus Christ, who's buying Paramount now? Good for IATSE. Unions are great. They need a lot of that. AI is becoming a big deal. Sausage Party? I don't think I'll do that. Nobody watched the first one. Nobody asked for this bullshit. Watch part of Blue Bloods. Everything must come to an end. It's sad. I like all the actors. Jonathan Nolan, like I said, he just needs to keep focused on Fallout. That shit is fucking amazing. I never got into the Connors. Fuck Kevin Spacey. Of course he's suing. He's got nothing to stand on. The fucker's guilty. He wants money. His career is done. Hollywood Squares, don't really care. Man, we have every other week some Fantastic Four news. I would definitely stay at Professor X's mansion. And Masters of the Universe, can't wait, but we all know the best Skeletor is Frank Langella.
He's so freaking good, man. And everybody, Jordan got it too. Give him the fireworks. Give him the falling on balloons. How's it feel, Jordan? You feel good?
Yeah.
Jordan's feeling pretty good. He's feeling pretty good. Great hot takes, Jordan. And Ron and Jordan, great hot takes. Give him a round of applause, everybody. Give him a round of applause, please, 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 please. Yes. Great hot takes. Great hot takes. Sausage Party. Nothing wrong with the fest. Yep. Thank you, Barbarian.
Queen said earlier that she's been to a few sausage parties herself.
I think we all have.
We all have.
Sabrina, on fire. You guys are hilarious.
Sabrina, you gonna go next, or you gonna have the thirsty daddy himself go next?
Obviously, the thirsty daddy. Are we kidding? Come on.
Yep. That's true.
Thirsty.
One more drink.
I'm doing a sausage
Baby,
party
I'll
before I go.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Have fun.
Thirsty daddy, are you ready for your hot takes?
You know I am.
All right, here we go. Hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
Sony, call me tomorrow when you can take the bid. The IATSE, like Ron said, they need to deserve everything. SAG bill, too much First Amendment bullshit going on here. The Sausage Party, food that talks, give me a break. Masters, I hope it's better than the first one was. Blue Bloods, sad to see. It was a great show. The Connors, the 7th season, so they get to the 100 episodes. That's the truth. The Batman, we'll see. I doubt it, but I wouldn't mind seeing one. Spacey, this whole thing reeks of slander, is what it reeks of. Schreider suing for defamation. Come on. Squares. The real question is, can Drew carry the show? I don't know. Hauser, he's hot. Let him go. The X-Mansion.
GR will not stay at the X-Mansion, everybody, but GR will get the lights, the confetti, and the fireworks. Good job, GR! How's it feel to get those hot takes?
Well, it feels good. You know it does. I got the hearts. I got all the fireworks.
It's feeling good.
What else can a man ask for?
You got a round of applause?
Well, maybe a sausage party.
It's not a sausage party.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt anyone's feelings, but the truth is the truth.
Peppy, I know you're very mean sometimes, though. You really are. And so when you're mean, we think that you're being mean for a reason. That's it. But great hot takes, GR. Great hot takes. And we appreciate those because it's great. And you deserve those balloons. All right, Sabrina, it comes down to you. There's nobody else left, though. The board has cleared. Now it's your turn. Are you ready for your hot takes?
The board has cleared. Yes, I am. Let's do it.
All right. All right. All right. All right. Putting that minute on the clock.
Woo!
Okay. Take a breath. Take a drink. All right. Hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
Like I said before, I don't give a fuck who buys Sony. I mean, who buys Paramount, but please buy it and save it. It's a great studio. It's a great lot. It's a great place to work, and please preserve it the way that it is. IATSE, I hope you get better than SAG did. Honestly, SAG did a fucking shitty job. Now they're going to go to the Congress to drop a bill because they couldn't do what they were supposed to do when they were fucking negotiating. So fuck you, SAG. Get your shit together. Sausage Party, if it was called Sausage Fest, as Conan said, I think I might be more into it. He-Man, Masters of the Universe. I'm agreeing on this one. She-Ra, where you at, girl? I need She-Ra movie, not a He-Man movie. Blue Bloods did not have any idea it was on for 14 years, nor did I know the Connors were still going, so that's interesting. I like Jonathan Nolan better than Christopher Nolan, so sure, whatever with the Batman shit. Kevin Spacey and Dan Snyder can both suck a dick, and that's proverbially, not actually, because they would. Next, Hollywood Squares. They already did it with Alec Baldwin. We're going to do it again, really? Paul Walter Hauser, super hot right now. Go for yours, bro. X-Men Castle. Dude, if you're into that sort of thing, pretty fucking awesome. Just definitely not.
It's not for Sabrina, but what is for Sabrina is getting those hot takes. Get it? Give her the balloons and the waterfalls and the flying hearts and the balloons. I said waterfalls. I don't know where those came from. How's it feel?
It feels great. It's very exciting. I actually can see the graphics. That weird Super Mario thing made me feel like I had to hurry up. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on.
That's a new addition. Thanks to that's addition from Iron Oak himself. He added that. So
when it happened to everyone else, I was like, "What is happening?" And then when it happened to me, I was like, "Oh God, go faster!"
I thought.
It gives you. It lets you know you're at 30 seconds. You know.
Yeah.
It lets you know. What's up, Ty? Good to see you.
I thought I fell into a pipe. I wasn't sure what was happening. A lot of things were going on.
Running out of time. I'm starting the poll right now for everybody to know. Let us know who you think won hot takes. And as we're doing that, we'll go around the table a little bit. But I want to give Ron a little bit more time to talk about the IATSE thing. So Ron, do you think that what they're going for is pretty natural and normal and standard? And do you think that that AMPTP will try to fight this at this point?
Of course they're going to fight it. I don't think they're going to fight it that strongly. And I do think the IATSE is they're being a bit aggressive with it, which is great. It needs to be. It needs to start out there. And especially given what has happened with the past 2 contracts, what has been given up and what has been taken. I think they're in a good place to do that. I think this is probably a really good time for negotiating. And the fact that everybody's starting early, they got their ducks in a row, I think it's a good idea.
I feel like it is too. And I think though, like you've worked with a lot of the people, in this organization, in this union too. So, there's a lot of people involved there. Just for the people out there, do you know, like, what are the kind of the main groups that are part of IATSE?
I mean, we're all the same. There's like 14 crafts.
Yeah, right.
And we're all it's all like all of our pay scale and everything is monitored by IATSE. That's where it's set. There's stronger. I mean, there are stronger voices, I guess, in it. I know grips are a strong voice, cameras a
Yeah.
strong voice.
You were in there for how many years? How many years part of IATSE? How many years part of IATSE?
I don't know.
You were in there for how many years? Like 30?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was there for 34 years. I got in right away.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you're feeling this a little bit though too. I'm saying like you're probably like everybody else. Like we need to fight for this, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
And IATSE, after the last that all the unions came together on the last negotiation, which had never happened before, was a great idea, and they're putting that together again. So it's a force of a lot of people, and not just this union, that union, this union, because that's how they used to negotiate.
And it's great they're actually going that route. And it should be that way because if you come together, one big force can help compared to all these little mini forces like fighting things, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's what SAG did. That's what the WGA did. And I think right now, Teamsters, IATSE, they're all coming together because they know that's how we can maybe battle the machine that is the AMPTP. So fingers crossed it all works out. I'm really excited to see like how it goes. I don't think there'll be a strike. I don't think there will be, but we'll have to.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I'm not going to wood for that, Brian.
It doesn't feel like it's happening, and I know GR's been updated on this Paramount thing a lot. So GR, do you think that Sony will actually get negotiating rights now moving forward, or will they continue forward with Skydance right now? Because I know before you were saying you thought there'd be a whole continuation of this with Skydance, but that $26 billion on the table, GR, do you think that might lead them astray to maybe go over to Sony?
I wouldn't be surprised if Paramount is sold tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying, right?
I mean, at midnight tonight, the exclusivity ends, and that means that they can take the Sony bid if they want it. And $26 billion as a unit, take it and run.
And run. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of and it's cash deal, which is a lot.
If I had $27 billion in spare cash, I'd buy them, but I don't. So
come on, GR, thirsty daddy, get in there and take care of them. Okay, come on, I believe in you. I believe in you.
You got it. I'll just pull out a petty cash tomorrow.
hashtag. Thirsty daddy. Paramount wins. That's a horrible hashtag.
Hashtag that fucking chance.
Jordan. So you really think that we should just keep going towards making more Fallout? Like, I mean, you're a big Batman fan though too. Didn't you like the original Batman movies? Don't you want to see freaking Christian Bale put the cape and cowl back on one more time and be like, Rachel? Don't you want to see that shit?
We did it. And no, out of all the Batman, Christian Bale's voice was the worst. Fuck that. No, I don't want to see Bale. His villains were better than him. Watching his movie was the writing and the villains. I don't think Bale was a good Batman.
Oh, those are some fighting words right there.
I agree with you.
Those are some massive fighting words right there, Jordan. I think the panel would think differently. I see Sabrina right now. Sabrina, do you agree with Jordan right now, or do you think that Jordan's kind of lost in translation?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Played Bruce Wayne too fucking retarded.
What?
He played Bruce Wayne too dumb.
First of all, that's offensive, and second
we're
of
not
all,
allowed to
it's
say that
also
word.
not true.
Yeah,
my bad. Sorry.
It's offensive and not true. So I'm sorry. Did you like Nipples Clooney or Val Kilmer?
No.
Like who was your favorite Batman aside from Michael Keaton? I actually love Ben Affleck too. Very unpopular opinion. Cheers on that.
It is unpopular.
It's very unpopular. Very unpopular.
I thought that the Christian Bale movies were really good.
Yes.
The movies themselves were really good. Like, I mean,
I said the movies themselves were. The movies themselves were. I did not like Bale's
He's Batman. They're Batman movies.
He's Batman.
You can't have a shitty Batman in a good movie. That's not how it works.
That voice that I can't get old. Okay, I will
I didn't
say
hate the voice. I didn't hate it.
I didn't mind The Dark Knight. But
you didn't like The Dark Knight Rises.
I did not really like The Dark Knight Rises. I have to say that kind of turned me off of the trilogy.
I don't know which ones are which. Was that one
the third one. Dark Knight Rises is the third one.
Which is the one? Which is the one
With-
with
You think
Heath Ledger?
darkness is your ally?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was you said the villains were better. That Bane was embarrassing. Come on.
That
He
Bane
was
was-
riding him in the cartoon.
I
He was
love
like,
Bane.
no,
I'll
not
pee
great.
on this if I could.
I expected so much from Tom Hardy doing Bane.
I have
and
to
when I
agree with
watched it,
Racer.
I'm like,
He's entitled to his opinion,
He-
Sabrina, whether
he
you like it or
absolute-
not.
He absolutely is entitled to his opinion, but Brian said that the panel would disagree and then pan to me. So am I not supposed to say my opinion also?
Well,
Yes, I am.
I
That's
also
part of the
think-
show.
It's wrong, but it's
who
okay.
pissed in the
and I will
weeds.
actually say the creator, before he passed away, Bob Kane, has said, he's gone on record, that the best Bruce Wayne he ever seen on film was Val Kilmer.
I think it's Michael Keaton.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
I think Michael Keaton nailed both of those. Like it was the perfect amount
I
of
go
like
with Val Kilmer.
Kiss from a Rose.
campy and
Best song in a
funny
Batman
and
movie.
Fucking the what?
See, the only thing I got...
Kiss from a
the only
Rose.
thing-
Best song in a Batman movie.
I don't know if it's the writing, but the only thing I got wrong with the Dark Knight trilogy is he played his Bruce Wayne too aloof. Aloof, sorry. Too aloof.
Sounds like you
Like
need
he
to
was
click
like-
your red high heels
he was-
together.
Bruce Wayne may have come off as a playboy, but he was also known to the community as a genius. It wasn't his company. He was smart. He came off as a really savvy businessman, and I thought he played it too, and it could have been the writing, but it just didn't hit the Bruce Wayne that I was expecting.
I mean, he was a playboy, but he wasn't the playboy you expect him to be, you know?
So my question for
He
you, my
wasn't
question
a
for you is
playboy in the comics, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, he was kind of
Question.
smart.
question.
Yes.
Yo.
Sabrina.
What the fuck did you feel about Robert Pattinson's Batman then, or Bruce Wayne, I should say?
Battinson.
I didn't like his Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, because it wasn't
I
the same
thought-
exact as
Sure.
his Batman. It was the same fucking thing. He did nothing different.
Yeah.
He did less the
But
whole
then-
movie.
That's the
But
point.
I did like his
sucks.
Batman to the point where
Thank you.
I think maybe they're taking it where they want to like maybe he'll grow. Somebody will like train him or say, "Hey, you can't be the same freaking person."
He grew
Like-
when he banged that chick on the top of the Batmobile.
He's only in year 2.
That's a true story. That happened behind the scenes.
Yeah,
there,
I heard that.
Can't remember her name.
Yep.
Zoe
Just saying.
Come
Kravitz?
on, guys.
Was
Drinky,
it Zoe
drinky.
Okay. All right, Pep Star.
Drinky already.
I don't know. I
Anyways.
feel all the Batman you complain about. I feel it's very odd that you're complaining about Christian Bale. But again-
Actually, you want my rankings?
Own opinion. Your own opinion.
My own
Battinson
opinion.
was
I'll
not
give
that
you
great.
I agree.
rankings. I'll have to go. Okay, I will go. George Clooney's last. Didn't really like Adam
Wait,
West.
is it because of the nipples or is it because of George Clooney?
Twilight Boy.
His act that movie in general was garbage.
Yeah, that movie.
Hot garbage.
The Batman sucked. Thank you. Thank you.
So I will have to go with George Clooney, Adam
Mhm.
West. I would have to put Christian Bale, Val Kilmer, Robert Pattinson, Ben Affleck, and then Kevin Conroy as the number 1 Batman. Oh, I forgot. Never
Michael
mind.
Keaton.
I have to put Michael Keaton number 2 and Kevin Conroy number 1.
Okay, so I cannot believe
He was,
you put
he was
Robert
the-
Pattinson
the
over
voice.
Christian Bale.
The cartoon voice and stuff. Yeah, he passed away not too long ago,
Unreal.
too.
Unfucking real.
Yeah, he was great, though. He was like, he did all the animated shows and he did like a lot of
Video
games.
games, all that.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Queen. It was so
Chug,
fucking boring. I don't need a
chug.
48-minute take of like a woman walking into a room with a drink. We see it. We know it. Like we don't need to be spoon-fed this shit. 3 hours
Yeah, I
long.
like the Batman.
Everything was
I like the
Yeah,
detective aspect.
everything was
Don't worry.
everything was 2 hours long and everyone was whisper
Drink, drink,
acting. Even who do I love? What's his name? Jeffrey Wright.
Yes.
He
Right,
was
Jeffrey Wright, yeah.
He's like,
Thank
so
you.
Batman, what do you think about
I was
what's
wondering
going
the
on
same
Everything
thing. I
was
go,
And then
long.
Robert Pattinson was
More
like,
drink.
"Hey, buddy, I know." I'm like, "What are we doing? Like, is this a Kiefer Sutherland class? Like, I don't understand what's
I was-
happening right now.
I
Why
was
is everyone
watching that and
whispering?"
I'm like, why has everybody got a gravelly voice? It's like,
Thank you. And you were mad at Christian Bale? Come on, man.
Yeah, but
Anyways, we have to tell who won Hot Takes.
the next subject.
So, the winner of Hot Takes, we finally have a winner across the board, everybody. Thank you for participating in Hot Takes, and the winner is Sabrina Wings, everybody.
Woo!
Well,
all the estrogen vote.
Queen, I agree with your comment right now. That's an amazing comment. Hold on one second.
I think Peppy. I think she walked away because she won.
Hold on.
I don't know.
She won? Oh, she had to get her crown.
Oh, give me a break.
I just think that if Peppy ever does hot takes, he's gonna freaking win. That's all I gotta say. He's gonna
Peppy
win.
gets votes when he doesn't even do hot takes. So yes, I'm
That's
sure
true.
he will win.
Peppy, will you do hot takes?
Thank you,
I can't
Racer X.
complain.
Thank you,
It's
Queen.
against
Thank you,
the
everyone who voted for
company
me.
policy.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what it
I
is.
think the fix is in when she's on the
Fireworks.
show.
Fireworks.
The fix is in. Is it fix in, Peppy?
Fireworks
Breaking news.
work.
Hit me with the breaking news.
Yep.
Ron, your son should have done it. He would have won.
That's true.
It's
Peppy-
between the two of them.
Yeah, Peppy
I
could have
don't
got
win
it.
anything.
Peppy.
I win bragging rights, which everyone's super upset with me because I always win. They get really mad. I'm gonna put my crown back on just to piss you guys off.
I like the tiara. I
Put
want
your
one.
crown on.
I'll get one for
Peppy.
you, Ron.
Thank you.
Peppy.
I
Don't let
got
him like
you
that.
on my next trip downtown. I'm gonna get you a tiara.
Thank you. Yay.
Anyways.
I've got mine, honey.
You did play my husband after all.
Yes, this is true.
It's very true. It's very true.
I
And
was
technically,
desperate.
very, very much for the characters. I think we would share this tiara anyway, so I think we're good.
Yes.
Yeah.
More drinking.
Ron, you
I know,
weren't
Peppy.
that
More
desperate.
drinking. Anyways.
I should actually say I played your wife because you were really more of a part there. So I apologize for making it about me, which people always do. I try not to.
Oh,
Well-
to the death of me.
Well, great
You
hot
what?
takes, Sabrina. Great hot takes, everybody. Again, one more time. Great hot takes.
Torbit.
Great hot takes. Torbit should do hot takes. Does Torbit want to do hot takes?
He'll do it, Queen. Hey, Torbit. Oh, next time, yeah?
Next time.
We already
Yeah.
voted. He needs to be able to win.
Yep,
Come on.
yep.
Yeah, you're
Yep.
right.
Yeah,
We're
it's
gonna
true.
be
It's true. But,
Hey,
you know,
hot
Next
takes. It's too
Friday.
late.
Sabrina may be the queen of hot takes right now, but also the queen of pop right now is back in the news, everybody. I'm talking about Britney Spears. So can we talk about Britney Spears, what just happened today or yesterday? What the hell? All right, everybody. So Britney Spears is back in the news one more time. You might be like, why is Britney Spears back in the news? Of course, a whole incident went down, and she was at a hotel with her new boyfriend, and she got injured, and then somebody called the paramedics, but it wasn't her actually. There was somebody else that got there, and she said it was all fake news that she was actually injured. People are trying to make this into being a thing where she was abused, I think, and she's like, it's fake news. It's not, and it's very unfortunate. There's pictures of her holding a pillow out in actual public, and it happened like 12 o'clock. Oops, she did it again. It was like at midnight last night this went down, and I feel really bad for her because she was with her new boyfriend, Paul Richard Sellers, and who was her housekeeper before, apparently, and so then they kind of fell in. I mean, like, you know, she pulled a Schwarzenegger. So they kind of
was the
fell for
nanny.
each other. You know, that's the nanny. I think she was. I think she was the housekeeper, wasn't she? I don't think she was a nanny. I think it was. I think it was the same shit.
I think she was
Different
a nanny.
person. Well, we can fact check that shit
I'm gonna
later.
Google it right now.
But there was like saying there was a massive fight, and then at the Chateau Marmot over in West Hollywood, and paramedics came to the scene. They rushed in. She came down. She did not go to the hospital. She said, "People, just let people know this is fake news." She said, "This is fake news. I would like to respect it this time for people to understand that I am getting stronger every day. She's stronger than yesterday." I'll take a sip. And she twisted her ankle, jumping around, having a good time, and the paramedics came in illegally, knocked on her door illegally, and someone just called for a publicity stunt, pretty much. She's back home, she's fine, and she's just upset about this. I just think, though, it's messed up that no one leaves Britney alone. I just think this is like who she is, right, everybody? I just think that at this point, if something happens, there's paparazzi, there's somebody trying to find a way. They were drunk and running around and making noise and stuff. So maybe someone thought there's opportunity here. Then they jump in, and then they can get some pictures for paparazzi of her holding a pillow crying. You know what I mean? So I think that's what it is.
By the way, you were right. It was a housekeeper. It was definitely a housekeeper.
I think that's what I'm saying. Thank you, audience. Thank you for saying I'm right. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you for admitting that I was wrong. You're welcome.
I only hear that in the bedroom, buddy.
Oh shit, Pep Star.
Peppy, I don't want to know what you're doing behind closed
Whoa,
doors. Okay,
Peppy.
rein it in.
Peppy is very
He's hitting that
feisty.
sausage
Go for it,
fest
Peppy.
hard.
Britney is all right, Queen. She says she's okay. She's back home and she's fine. She says a minor twist and it's okay. She didn't go to the hospital actually, but this came out and leads to the bigger case again, which we talked about in the show before. And that's I just want to talk about briefly, but Nobody wants to leave Britney alone. It doesn't matter. She puts stuff on Instagram, on social media, and it becomes a big deal. And people try to make press and like headlines off her all the time. They go to Ron. Ron, I know you love Britney. I know you love her so much. And you hear this. Does this make you upset because you're like, we finally got to a point where Britney may be okay, get some privacy, or will this never end, Ron? And this is like her for the rest of her career / life.
I think this is her life. Yes. But I also don't feel that her life is going to be that long. Every time I hear of her in the news, I'm like, oh my God, was this it? There's something truly troubling about her. And when she, I guess when she came out of the chateau the other night, she was barefoot holding a pillow. It's just, there's so many things that are always off and odd about her. And everybody is so quick to make a judgment and they're quick to take pictures, but there's nobody helping her that I'm aware of,
Definitely not.
And it's like, it's just like she needs some sort of help. She needs some sort of guidance, not a conservative, not that, but
no.
It's just she's a 14-year-old girl, and it's like, she's turning 40, but she's so immature and young because of her life that was taken from her. This is where she is. She's stunted at like 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, that picture's horrible. I hate seeing it. Just poor. She can't do anything without it being turned into something chaotic.
And it's been everywhere, Ron. Everyone's been like, that picture right there is like the big headline today. That's been going around everywhere. And it's like, I saw that and I just feel bad for her, right? Yeah. At this point, again, she is becoming she's been a sensation her whole career, but now she's becoming, it's almost like what's going to happen next?
With craziness,
that's
what
I mean? What it is. Like, what's going to happen next? She's become more notorious for her actions rather than her voice.
It sucks because she's a big talent and she's given a lot. You're right, 14-year-old. I remember when I was in high school, I mean, I've said before, like she was like the biggest thing back then. I remember watching her on TRL and be like, oh my God, Britney Spears. And when she did it again, I was even more excited. When she was a slave for me, I was even more excited.
There's a lot of crusty tissues laying around teenage boys' rooms in that time period. Okay. We all know about it. It happened everywhere.
Oh,
Oops,
baby,
you
baby.
did it again.
Oh, baby.
You did it again.
I read her
Your
book.
Your parents were like, what's going on with these socks? Why are they crusty? That was happening.
But Ron, you did read the book. The book is very telling too, I've been told. I still haven't read it yet.
Michelle Williams narrates it. It's
very
amazing.
telling. Oh, she was great as a narrator. That was a perfect choice. It's amazing, but she lets people have it. I was really pleased that she just really doesn't hold anything back and lets people have it, from her sons to her dad to her mom. She just goes after them.
Yeah, well, she needs to. Like, I can't imagine. It's the same kind of that happened with Macaulay Culkin back in the day too, for an actor as opposed to a musician, where the parents are just taking advantage of them. Which again is a big topic that happens all the time. That's why you have the Coogan accounts that have taken care of that, and also now hopefully something happens for musicians. It still hasn't happened. I don't think there's the Coogan accounts, but it's still the same. Like Britney got trapped in a conservatorship, and it's like, what happens next? We can, what do you do? Is it be happening to somebody else? It could happen, no problem.
It could be happening, as we speak. Yeah.
How's K-Fed doing?
K-Fed's in Hawaii with the children.
Yeah,
he's still collecting the paycheck from her, so that's what happens.
With the children.
He's only got a couple more months though. The last kid
really?
18, I believe this summer.
Preston is Preston the younger or the older?
Older.
What a weird marriage. Sabrina, do you think that this will ever end for Britney? Do you think this is just blown out of proportion, or maybe there was something actually wrong that happened on that night at the chateau?
I honestly, I don't know. Obviously no one knows because they weren't there, but I will say that she has led a very troubled life, and that people look for things like this in order to exploit her and create a situation that may or may not be true. Now, that is obviously easier to do because she has done things like shave her head and beat a car with a baseball bat. So it's difficult, like when there's an opportunity for people to not behave like assholes, because that's what a lot of people are. Now, if anyone watches her Instagram or follows her Instagram, she also daily pretty much puts on the smallest clothes she could find and dances around with what looks like slept on mascara, because I've woken up looking like that a million times. and a messy house in the background, and like, maybe a lamp is like turned over the couch. Like, there's a lot of question marks, So people who are obsessed with her and love her, and they're like, oh my god, like, are probably right. There you go, exactly. Look at that. Like, look at the one on the right. I can't see the one on the left, but there. Thank you. Look at you, Brian. You moved it. See those eyes? I woke up with those eyes like just a couple days ago because I drank too much and didn't take off my makeup. So this is something that happens with her regularly. So people are like, something is wrong, something's amiss. We're trying to help you. But I believe anyone who was at the Chateau Marmont was absolutely not giving a shit about her and probably just being like, hey, there's Britney Spears. Let's make a big deal. Although she did come out with a pillow. I mean, I don't know. I have a lot of questions about her always. And if I ever saw her in person, I literally would walk up to her and hold her hand and be like, hey, do you want to like hang out for like a few minutes and like have a chat? Maybe go for a walk. Like, I feel like you just need to maybe like have someone to talk to. And I'm a very impartial human being that would listen to all of your bullshit. Your parents exploited her whole like childhood, essentially. And if you look at like that group of people, like some people do turn out okay, but like, I mean, look at Michael Jackson. And not that I'm comparing her to him in the terrible way, obviously. But like some people are stuck, like Ron was saying, like she's stuck when she was stuck as a child. Like, because her parents kind of forced her into this and made her be that way. And she never really got to grow up, especially because of the conservatorship. So she has never really had to adult. And she's impulsive and makes decisions that are probably not amazing. And, people it's just a full circle thing. When you have that many fans and followers on Instagram and shit, people are always going to be talking shit. And if you keep posting stuff, people are going to keep speculating and people are going to do what they did that night. So I don't know how to mitigate it unless she like went off social media, which she would never do.
Never gonna happen.
Yeah, I know. But so, I just don't know. I just hope I run into her at Starbucks because I think I could help her.
Yeah.
Brittany, if you're watching, I love you,
Sabrina.
girl. I'm here for you anytime you need me.
Yeah. I just think it's just, we hope that nothing bad ever happens to her. Like Ron say, you never know. I see a headline. I think something bad's coming. And this is not that bad. But then again, they're always looking for stories about Britney Spears. It's just what it is. Thirsty Daddy. You see Britney, right? And you see what's been happening with her over and over and over again. Do you think
Oh, I do care about this one, Peppy. Sorry.
Oh, do you?
And Ron said it best. I mean, she's a 40-year-old woman that's really a teenage girl.
Mm-hmm.
And too many people have been able to take advantage of her. I mean, if I was in her family, I'd be kicking the shit out of her parents on general principle.
Oh, yeah, her parents suck.
Twisted this poor woman, to be something she's not. And the hotel did it all for publicity. I mean, she was playing with her boyfriend, whatever you want to call him, and fell down and twisted her ankle in a very nasty manner. If you saw the pictures, they did it for publicity. Oh, let's call somebody and get some publicity out of it.
100%.
And that's what they did.
Yeah.
But the fact that she came out of the room holding a pillow is weird. Like there's always something weird that goes along with it, which makes people speculate more than they should.
Something just off.
Yeah, something just slightly wrong. You're like, why are you barefoot with a pillow? I don't understand why we're doing that.
Yeah, why would you have a pillow to put under your foot when you've got a twisted ankle? God knows.
It wasn't under her foot. She was holding on to it. It wasn't under her ankle. She was carrying it out of the room.
She's a 14-year-old girl that's scared.
She was holding
Exactly. Thank you, Ron. Nailed it.
Yeah, she's totally scared and nervous, and she doesn't know what to do. And she does.
It's like a stuffed animal.
Every moment she steps outside,
it's a psychological pillow is what it is. It's a real pillow, but it's for psychological aid.
Yeah. Yes.
When you're hurting, you're hurting.
Jordan, do you think that's what it is? An anxiety attack? And that's what it is at this point because she knows what's going to happen when she walks outside?
I think she's got an anxiety disorder. I mean, anybody in the spotlight like that, the media wants her to be the way she is because we've said it's been in the news everywhere forever. Child actors are always trying to say they fail, they have issues, and they won't leave them alone. I mean, anybody in her position, she does have some mental disorder. She needs help. And I wish somebody would just say, "Hey, let's get her some help," instead of calling the paparazzi or like Sabrina said. She'd have to probably leave social media, which she won't do.
Oh no, not gonna happen.
And it's very sad to see this. I don't like the way I just don't like the way they follow child stars in the past. I don't like the way most of them are taken advantage of. I mean,
It's like
you look
that
at
Leave
most
Britney
of them.
Alone guy. How long ago was that? And it's still happening.
The what?
And you look at some of them,
Leave
a lot of them,
Britney alone. That guy.
their family is taking their family.
It's
Their
called
own family
paparazzi.
is
They
taking
take pictures and make money.
I mean, it's just hard to get in the business at her age. And like Ron and everybody said, she's pretty much, I think, still 14, 15. I mean, she's still in that era where, I don't think she ever grew up. And she
never
has,
grew up.
Well, she's older than you are.
Yeah, she has some kind of generalized anxiety disorder or PTSD of some kind, I think.
Yeah.
And it's just sad.
Maybe she does need a comeback. Maybe that would be what it is. People are saying in chat, Queen said it, Racer X said, like, maybe she needs a new album. And then
She's done with music,
said-
she said.
She
That's what she
doesn't-
says.
She said she doesn't want to perform anymore.
Yeah,
She's had enough.
I think
'cause
that's
she was
part of her
forced
anxiety.
to
I don't
perform
think she
for a
wants to
long
do it.
time.
right. Like
You
a
know,
puppet.
it's like a dance monkey dance situation, and that's not fucking fair.
No.
Yeah, it's not fair.
If her
As
parents
Jordan
feed her
said, that's
a lot
part
of
of
the shit,
PTSD. You got to run from what bothers you that much. I mean, I did for years from Vietnam.
if her
You don't have
parents,
to say it from that,
right?
but you do
If
it
her
anyway.
parents forced her to do a lot of shit and they controlled her life, she does not want to get up in an environment that will remind her of that past life.
That's
She's
exactly
not
She
gonna
right.
wanna
does
do it.
dance. She dances every day in her foyer.
She does still dance.
But
on
she's-
Instagram. It's
Yeah,
it's on
but
her own
she's
terms,
technically
to
by
her own
herself.
songs. Sometimes she's wielding knives. Sometimes she's in a thong. Sometimes she's in a bodysuit. Who knows? Maybe she's in a dress. I don't know. I'm just saying there are a lot of options, and she makes
I know.
those choices herself, as opposed
She does
to
her own
someone
hair
else
and makeup.
making the. Well, no, she does not. She does not do her own hair. and
Well,
makeup.
she does,
wakes
but,
up.
I
No,
mean-
no, she just wakes up. She wakes
Just
up.
wakes up.
That is literally what I woke up every
It's called the
Saturday.
morning
That's what I look like. I wake up on Saturday, and I certainly would not Instagram myself in underwear on a
Touche.
Saturday. Okay, there's no
Well,
hair and makeup
Well, that's
done. It's
you,
like
Sabrina.
It's like
It's
this.
not
Wait,
necessarily
ready?
her.
Hold up. Oh, I'm a woman. I know she has not done any hair or makeup. To be clear, okay. So does any other woman.
Okay,
It's
you know it
basically
all.
like, hold on, wait. I just woke up. Oh my god, you guys, I have to dance. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Let me do this. Let's just hold on. I'm gonna put the song on. I'm gonna do some weird stuff. I'm gonna do
That's
this.
it.
It's like, yeah, pretty much.
Hey.
That's what she does.
That's
Knives
it.
are fake.
Every day. So
Hey now,
I was
hey
gonna
now.
do that too.
I'm not hating on her at all. Like, and that's her outlet. I'm happy for her. And I'm happy that no one's controlling her. But I feel like she's lashed out and made weird decisions because she wanted to rebel against her conservatorship and her parents and her managers and all the people who are making her do stuff. And that's just not fair for a person. And so like people judge her for making bad decisions, but honestly, like, what the fuck would you do? Like, oh, I can have a healthy relationship or do a healthy thing when I have 15 people hovering over me like flies. Like, it's just too. I don't know how she could ever have been a healthy human being with her life, considering, you know. And I know that there are other kids in the Mickey Mouse Club, like Justin Timberlake, Ryan Gosling, and Christina Aguilera. They were all in the same area, but they all didn't have her fucking parents.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's a big fucking
Yeah.
difference when you don't have parents that are taking care of you.
Your
Yeah.
support system means a lot when you're young.
Tell me more.
You didn't have one.
It means a
and
lot always,
if
but
it's
when
a
you're
form of
young-
PTSD, unless you suffer from it, you don't understand it.
Yeah.
It is one of the most debilitating things I've ever dealt with.
Well, I
And
mean, your PTSD
I
is
pray
a
to
little
God that the young
different.
woman can get some help from somebody. And I don't mean
What?
help in I mean physical help. To help her talk through some of the shit she dealt with.
Well, I really do hope that Britney Spears does get help eventually.
I'm sorry, I wasn't laughing at what you were saying, but that is a funny comment.
What?
Said
Yeah,
do
I
that
mean-
dance again, Sabrina. But I was laughing while Gio was being very serious at PTSD, and I'm sorry. It's because I read the comment.
Yeah. I've heard it before. I don't take it personal, Serena. I'm used to it.
No, PTSD is very, very, very serious to me. It really is, honestly.
No, honey, I don't give a shit. I mean,
Vietnam in general, is PTSD like defined, to be clear. So I happened to read that when I was putting it up. I put it up and then I read it, and I was like,
I read it too.
It was a second too late. I should have waited.
Give me one paw up, bro.
One paw up. All right, I'm gonna drink because I did a bad thing. I love you guys.
I just hope that Britney does get help eventually. And again, this is an ongoing thing we talk about in the show multiple times, and I hope that she will be okay. And the worst case scenario doesn't happen eventually. I hope that she does eventually just take care of herself, get treatment, and just eventually. It's hard. Like Ron said, she's a 14-year-old girl at this point. She's never grown up, stuck in that, you get celebrityism, you grow that fast, you blow up, you never get a chance to actually become an adult and find yourself because you're trapped in a.
And her parents never let her.
No, they're not. They're trapped in a like a phase in a way of your life you can't get out of. And I hope that eventually she can, and she will be okay. Because I do worry about her every day too when I see this, and I know Britney will be okay. At least I hope. And whatever happens next, I hope she's happy, and she will take care of herself. But anyways, there's a lot to talk about tonight, guys. And I also think that Netflix should do a better job with Cobra Kai. But we got a lot to talk about, so let's get into it. So now it's time for us to get into it. Come on. I want to talk about Cobra Kai because I love Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai or die, guys. Started off as a YouTube show, failed that first season, but I still enjoyed it. Got picked up by Netflix. We've done so many seasons now. But now the last season right now is coming out, and they're breaking it up into 3 parts, which I think is crazy, Netflix. Netflix, you're off your hinges. You used to drop everything at once. Now you're going to break this up into 3 phases. The first one drops July 18th. The second part drops November 28th, and the third part drops sometime in 2025. There's 15 episodes coming out to finalize all of Cobra Kai. Then after that, the movie's coming out with Jackie Chan and with with Ralph Macchio, again, combining their whole Karate Kid universal conglomerate of a cinematic universe into one movie, and they're going to bring out a new movie again with all of them together, morphing Karate Kid into one. But I think that I get it. They're trying to stretch it out. And I know that's a conversation that will come up right now. But I think Netflix, you do need to maybe take some time to release things. That's fine. Don't drop everything at once. That's fine. They've done it with Stranger Things. Okay. They give us a lot of episode once, and then more the next time. But splitting up into 3, I think, is overkill. I think it's insane. I think you're just trying to stretch something out further than you need to. I know Cobra Kai is a big hit. You spend a lot of money on it. But you want to do 2 parts? Fine. 3 parts? Calm the fuck down. That's all I'm saying. It's just too much. I think that you're also making the fan base probably mad about this. I've already seen some stuff online. People are not too happy. But I think that just 2 parts, yes. But 3 parts, when you've been a streaming platform that was already banking on we drop everything at once. That's our motto. That's what we do. And you're turning away from that. You don't do 3. You just don't do 3. But you know what? I'm still excited about Cobra Kai. I found this later on. I fell in love with this show. It's fun. It's great. For Ralph Macchio has done great. The fact that the whole cast came back, Johnny's amazing. I think that overall this is a great show, and I'm happy they will come back, right? They will come back and do more, and this will be it. But I know that the movie will too spin off into something else, and I hope that is amazing as well. I know, but it's a big thing. It's a big thing. What do you think about Cobra Kai being split into 3 parts for its final? I'm gonna go with Jordan here first. I know Jordan's dying to talk about Cobra Kai or die. So Jordan, you watch this show. Are the fans gonna be pissed about this at all? You think, or is this fine? Is this fine? We split into 3. It's okay.
I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal. Hey, but I will say I was Cobra Kai day 1. When this shit was getting dropped, I bought the YouTube TV for the free subscription to watch.
You got on there, huh?
I knew it was going to be amazing, and it did not disappoint. Now, 3 parts. So, how many episodes usually on Netflix? Is it 12?
10.
12?
10. Yeah.
4,
10.
8. So you're going to have 4. That doesn't. I don't know. I mean.
Well, there's 15 they're doing, so they could do. They probably will do. They're doing 15 episodes, yeah. So they can do, 5, 5, 5 probably.
There's not
Three
a model
seasons.
anymore. Some shows only have 8 episodes now. Like there's
Yeah.
not.
I know.
There's no longer a Netflix
I-
model. Some have
I am
6.
I am shocked Netflix is not going the route of like Paramount or Amazon or some of these shows that are dropping like an episode a week, regular TV. I mean, that's what Paramount's been doing for the whole time, and I'm surprised to keep viewers and to keep subscribers, Netflix doesn't be like, all right, we're going to a weekly drop.
I'm shocked. That's not happened yet. I'm shocked.
And I say give it a few years, they'll probably go that way. I wouldn't be surprised.
But 3
A lot of
parts,
those-
Jordan? That's insane. Just give us
Yeah.
you know.
But like I told you earlier before we went on the air, it's not going to have an ending because they're going into a movie. So I think maybe they're spacing it out. So when the season ends, the movie comes out maybe a month later.
Well, that's what it is now because Cobra Kai the movie was pushed. So now the movie will come out. They pushed the movie by like a half a year. So the movie will come out right after Cobra Kai finishes.
So that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to keep it fresh in viewers' minds to want to go out and pay to watch the movie to see the ending to Cobra Kai.
But just drop it just wait a little bit longer and do it half and half. Do like 7 and 8 or something like that. You know what I mean? And just have it be.
I know. Look how long people waited for Stranger Things. I mean,
Stupid.
We're still waiting for Stranger Things. We're waiting forever.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it
have the
happened.
actual finale come down.
I just never liked I like it for the fact you can binge it, like the Netflix model of releasing stuff, but I also get pissed off when you got to wait 3, 4, 5 years to see the next season, you know?
It sucks. That's why I think they need to do more often, like back-to-back seasons.
That wasn't normal.
Yeah, but I heard like Silo on Apple TV Plus, like the second season's coming out soon, but they're going to shoot seasons 3 and 4 back to back. I think if you're going to do something like that, it makes sense. And they act the same age, you shoot it out fast, and you have the content and you pump it out. I think it works better. This release schedule is insane to me. Ron, I know this happens. We had the strikes and all that. But do you think this is a model or a model that Netflix will continue doing, like start splitting into 3 parts? Or is it only because of this movie coming out, you think?
I hope not. I hope this isn't the direction they're going. I don't think, for one thing, 5 episodes, you barely have time to get into what's happening in that season. Call it, it's just not a long period of time. And then, once you get into it, it's done. And now you got to wait another 3 months. Or do you wait? Do you just leave? I don't know. It's risky. I think it's risky.
I think it could hurt the fan base too. Don't you believe? I mean, honestly, people might forget about it too. Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty big gap, and it's already been a long time since the last season of Cobra Kai. So, I mean, like, you're already waiting a long time. Like, why not just pump it out? Do you think this is like a model though, because everybody else they're just trying to build off of?
I don't know. I don't feel that it's like that. I think they're trying something, and I don't think it's going to succeed for them. I do think they're trying something, like they tried the whole, we drop our shows in the same night. Everybody was thrilled about that. That was a great thing when they came out. We all loved that. This is just, they're not giving the audience enough to keep them tantalized for the next installment. You know what I'm saying? 5 episodes.
5 episodes is nothing.
It's not. So you're not keeping them like, oh my God, I got to do this. And then the thing though with Stranger Things, that is gone. They fucked that up.
They fucked it up big time.
So badly. Yeah.
And we've all been wanting to see more, but like this point, like it might as well be done.
Well,
I mean,
it's kind of out of people's minds.
We've said all those kids are out of high school now. It's just like, what's the story? Where are you? They missed.
Who cares?
They really missed the boat on that.
It's going to be
who cares?
Puberty periods and the upside down. That's what we're going to get for next season. So ready for that. I just think that I think
if they wanted to drag it out, they should have just
for
gone
17
to a
years.
Drop. No, well, I'm talking Cobra Kai. They should just go to a weekly drop. Do the Paramount.
Also 17 years. It's 5 seasons.
Yeah, why not? Why not, Jordan? Right?
Yeah, weekly drop. Just drop it all.
So then
15 weeks.
Yeah, you might have to wait a week, but you
have a mid-season break.
But you don't have to wait for a fucking year or 2 years. Like, fuck off, dude.
Yeah.
Just
Not
do normal
cool.
TV shit at this point. Have a mid-season break.
Guys,
that's a great idea.
How about going to a 24 episode season where you get it all in 1 year and then move on to the next year?
I can't do
They're not going to do that, GR.
24 episodes.
I love that.
I'll bet you dollars to donuts 5 years
20
from now.
24
they go back to
episodes
that.
over 52 weeks is slightly subpar, but
that
maybe.
90210 used to do 32
I
episodes.
remember that for shows.
But they would have
back
weeks
in the
where it
old
was
days,
like,
but
oh, it's going to be a rerun
bet
because
you-
it's Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I'll bet you dollars to donuts 10 years from now, we're back to that. Because
You think so?
this thing of 5 years between episodes, that doesn't work. They lose their viewers.
But
It's
people
so
love
far.
And
they
this-
love the binge.
GR, do you like Cobra Kai? Do you
do
think this is
now.
going to affect the fans not having the episodes that fast?
Yeah, I think it's going to suck. I mean, the 18 months between episodes, if you will, is only for the movie. I mean, they don't give a shit about the series. They're about the money that they make at the theater.
Yeah.
It's a joke. I mean, I understand a couple of months between quote unquote drops, but 18 months for 3 series, 3 sets.
we don't even know. Like, so
joke.
2025 at some point for the end of it. It's like 2025. What? It'll probably be like May, and then the movie will probably come out. I think the movie comes out in like June or something like that. The Karate Kid movie.
April, May.
So yeah, you know what I mean.
that's what it is.
And then so they'll have this come out April-ish. Yeah, do the
So I've gotta
5
wait.
episodes.
They'll probably have a cameo with Jackie Chan.
Yeah, it's too
I'm
much
sorry,
though.
guys, that's a
It's too much, and I
joke.
get it. But Sabrina, it's too much, isn't it? It's like I get trying to have this continuity, this interwebs of shows where we all connect into a movie. That makes sense in a lot of ways. But like
Not
a show
for
like
me.
Cobra Kai, like you've already had that audience, been waiting forever because of strikes and everything else. Isn't it a disservice to fans at this point, Sabrina?
Oh, 100%. But you know exactly why they're doing it, right? Because they
Why?
can, right? They can do it because there was a strike and they have an excuse. Oh, there's a reason why we couldn't do this. There was a strike and we weren't able to film. We weren't able to do the thing. So now we can just make you wait. And then we can string it out longer because now that you've waited so long, you're going to have to go back and watch the first 4 seasons, right? Which is going to do what? Make them money. So it behooves them to wait a long time to release the next season because everyone, by the time it comes on, especially my mother, is like, how the fuck? I don't remember what happened on last season of Homeland. I'm going to have to watch the whole season and do a catch up. Yeah, that's what
Sounds
people
like my
do.
wife.
Because they don't fucking remember. Yeah, well, I mean, maybe
Like-
it's,
My
That's
wife is
stereotyping.
terrible at.
I'm
wife
just
is
saying.
terrible at remembering.
Well, I mean, if a show was like 3 months in between or there was a random fucking
Yep.
episode like GR was saying that was a rerun, you would be able to keep up and not have to do that. But they make money on clicks and views. So very easy for them to be like, oh, I'm sorry. It's Stranger Things is 3 years later. You're like, I don't even remember what the fuck happened last year. Who were the new characters? Who was the villain? What the fuck went on? It's the Upside Down. Of course we know that, but we don't know anything else. You know what I mean? So like you have to rewatch
I'm running up that hill.
and prepare yourself to embark upon a new season. So I guarantee you they're capitalizing on that bullshit. The 3-part thing, by the way, fuck yourself, Netflix. Pick one model or the other. You don't get to have both. Pick one or the other. You want to do a Disney bullshit where you release 3 and do a weekly? Fine. You want to do a fucking network thing where you release them weekly? Fine. You don't do 3 parts with 15 episodes, you fucking morons. What the fuck is that?
Netflix. Didn't somebody do a 2-part season? Was it Netflix did something else? Some other show had a 2-part season?
Sure, 2 parts, not
Yeah.
3 parts. Like
Yeah.
that. Oh, hey, buddy. What's that show? Ozark. The last season they did 2 parts. They tend to do
They've been
the
doing
last
2 parts more and more.
They did it for
Yeah.
Stranger Things.
Yeah,
'Cause people have,
usually
like,
the
the-
last seasons.
But it's like when you're watching a goddamn like stupid Lord of the Rings, and the first movie ends when they find they're like, there it is, and they're like credits, and I'm like, what the fucking fuck? That's fucking rude. That's how I feel.
Go to
That's how I
Mordor.
feel when you're doing
Go
this
to
with
Mordor.
shows. Don't let me binge everything in one night and then take it away from me for fucking 6 months. Fuck off, dude. I hate it.
Yes.
Also, I
Yeah.
don't really watch this show, so I don't really care. But also, I hate it. I like the original Karate Kids. I'm also an adult, and I'm not watching children pretend to be Karate Kids and get beaten like hard pass.
Peppy likes
Oh,
it.
Johnny
It's so
Lawrence
fun.
being an alcoholic.
I'm good
Yeah.
with it. I'm good with
He's
all
great.
of it.
He's so good. He's so good in it too. I'm
I
so
walk
happy he got
by
this
and
resurgence
the
doing
kid's
this.
getting like his ass
Dude,
whooped
his
in the shower.
redemption
I'm like,
story-
that's brutal. Like there's someone in a
I'm
wheelchair. Like I don't
sniffing.
want it. I don't want it. I'm good.
Johnny Lawrence's redemption story was the best part of Cobra Kai.
Dillagav.
That's
how he
right, Pepe.
painted-
I'm with you.
He painted Daniel LaRusso as a bad guy the
I'm
whole
with you,
time.
Pepe.
Is Daniel DeRusso
He's chopping prices. That's what
Yeah,
he's
car
doing.
salesman? Is he the car salesman?
Yeah. I just think though
This guy?
this show could have been great.
Yeah. And they brought up the fact that was an illegal move, and Johnny Lawrence shouldn't have lost.
No, stop it. Johnny Lawrence should suck my fucking ball sack, okay?
The finale could have been great, but they just need to stick to the gunning and pump it out faster.
Have one, Jimmy? That's the news.
Proverbially, I do, yes. I have a lot of testosterone, apparently.
But Karate Kid, though,
what?
again, the movie's coming, and on top of that,
We're not touching that one.
I wish I had truck nuts I could just hold up right now. That'd be amazing.
They're splitting this into 3 parts, everybody. Get ready for that because Cobra Kai will not die that fast. And they're just trying to milk it. They're trying to milk it. And you know what? When you do that,
1, 2, 3, and a movie. Fuck off, Netflix.
maybe you make more money.
Cobra Kai t-shirt. I failed today.
I hope it's good. You missed your Cobra Kai t-shirt, Jordan. I really hope this is great. You gotta wear it next time we talk about Cobra Kai, which will probably not be for a while, but it will happen. Yeah. It will happen. And I gotta say though, it's hard because it takes so much money to make these projects and to bring it out there in time and commitment. And because of that, like, you know, days and days and hours and all that, and it's so much money. And then all of a sudden, one actor can fuck it all up. And we gotta talk about The Rock about that right now because this has been going on the internet, right? And I don't know how I feel about this. I've heard things about Dwayne The Rock Johnson for a long time.
Everyone pick up your drink. We got a request.
Okay. I was doing a transition, but
no, we're gonna transition after the drink. We promised that when they ask us to drink, we drink, buddy.
Here you go.
He looks like Deadpool. Nice outfit.
It costs a lot of money to make a production, and then one person can slow the whole production down, screw it all up, square with that sumbitch, and cause lots of problems. And The Rock came forward recently with this. Okay, so this movie's coming out with The Rock. And he's playing like Santa's little helper in a lot of ways. You have J.K. Simmons as Santa Claus, as a ripped Santa Claus. You got The Rock as his ripped elf. I mean, it looks like a fucking funny premise right here. But after a shocking abduction from the North Pole, the commander of the ELF, which is the Rock Task Force, must partner with the world's most infamous bounty hunter to save Christmas. So, yep, it just sounds like. That's a good question. Maybe The Rock's bounty hunter. There's bounty hunter in this, but J.K. Simmons is Santa Claus in this shit. I know he's fucking kicking ass. He's The Rock. He's The Rock. This movie's coming out for Christmas. Comes on November 15th, 2024. It's fine. But the biggest thing right now is a bunch of crew members came forward to say The Rock was normally late 8 hours every day. 8 hours.
8 hours?
8 hours, and they have to shoot around this shit constantly. He would just show up late, and then he'd be like, you have to just shoot around this. There's a whole thing. And then so they wait around for him a long time. Yep, they changed shit. And I've heard this before about The Rock before because I worked on a show called Ballers. People know Ballers.
Ballers.
And Ballers before. I worked on Ballers, yeah. And so.
Yeah, but they scheduled it that way on Ballers. It wasn't him being late. They scheduled it that way.
They did. They scheduled it that way. They worked it out because they knew that he had such a busy man where he was doing too many things at once. And so he would be working over here. He'd come over. They'd have an actual double that would do like everything from behind. Then when The Rock would show up, they just do his close-ups. That happens with Eddie Murphy all the time too. This is a big thing that happens with productions with bigger actors. I think it's bullshit if you ask me because you're kind of missing a lot of the chemistry that you should have if their actor's actually there, unfortunately. But they were saying 8 hours. 8 hours a lot of times. 8 to 10 hours, The Rock would be gone. He'd show up. Now, Amazon came forward about this. They said this is not true. This is ridiculous. It's false. But like 12 crew members came forward to say this is actually true. And so it was a big thing on the internet being like they were waiting around. They said it cost extra money for the production. The production actually like lost a bunch of money because of this. It went from like a $200 million to $250 million budget for the production. For the Red One, it's called. And it just to me, I've heard about The Rock before, and I hear about it more. And I love The Rock. I love him. I think he does a great job. But if this is true, it kind of sucks because if you work on set, like it's time and money. If you're not there on set, you're losing money.
Machine.
It's a well-oiled machine. You have to be there. And especially a cast member, there's a lot of things. If you get there, you go through hair and makeup, you go through wardrobe. There's a lot of stuff you go through before you even get to set. We're doing pre-lighting. You have to sometimes actually pop up in the set, do rehearsal. Then they do more lighting. Maybe someone like The Rock would have his like double stand-in come in and just run the scenes first for him. Maybe to save time. Very common. But 8 hours is big. And they're denying it. Amazon is denying it. now, and but before they weren't, and now they start denying it. But what do we think about this? Is this something that might be true? And do we think that someone like this could actually hold the production hostage in a lot of ways? Ron, you worked on set before. Have you ever seen this happen? And can we even believe this shit? Do you think that crew members would lie about this?
If they had a grudge against him, they would totally lie. But think about this: if he's late, let's say 8 hours, that is 2/3 of the crew's day. So if he gets there and then they shoot for like 1/3 the rest of the day, how much could they actually get done? I mean, if you're looking at 12, 14-hour days, he's gone for more than half of that. I don't see how that number could be accurate. Brian, we've both worked on shows where the lead actor has been late consistently.
Yeah. Consistently,
and it throws a wrench into everything, and that's just an hour late, and so 8 hours, I can't see them being able to actually get a show complete if their lead is 8 hours late, regardless of stand-ins, regardless of showing the back of the head with a bald head. It just I can't see it getting done, and I think you're right, Brian. You lose some integrity when you're not using the actor.
You lose a lot, and to me, like, it does seem ridiculous, Ron. Like, as I even say it out loud, and I've heard it, I'm like, how would you get anything done? 8 hours is like, again, yeah. Even if
you can't shoot around him for 8 hours a day,
no, you can't.
Maybe an hour or two, but yeah.
Yeah, but like the way the structure is, like, if you don't have actors in a lot of times, right? So like maybe the second scene has actors coming in 2 hours later, and that happens all the time because you project that first scene's going to take 3 hours, and so you bring the cast in 2 hours.
The AD would have to have like 4 shooting sheets.
Yeah, the AD would freaking be pulling his hair out or her hair out at that point,
Yeah.
because there's no way you're gonna make your day, or there's no way you're gonna make your whole shoot because you're waiting for an actor for 8 hours. That's insane to me. And that's when I heard this stuff. I'm like, there's no way. But I have heard The Rock has had his own kind of structure, his own kind of work, schedule. They work around him because he is, doing multiple projects at once. That's fine. But 8 hours is not something that ever happens. That's insane. That's your day. I mean, that's if normal people out there be like, oh, that's a work day. Yeah, but on set, we do 12s. It happens a lot of times. 14s, sometimes. And in a big movie like this, maybe they have to do 14 or 16 if this was actually true. But
if he's 8 hours late, you're still just getting an 8 hour day. Then
you're getting nothing done.
Done in it.
Yeah, I can't imagine this is true. I can't imagine. And Amazon came forward and said no, but also I'm like, they're going to cover their ass even if it wasn't true, But you're right. There could be crew members that were just mad at him for about something, and they come forward and they lie. They say that. It could happen.
It's easily also a weak producer that would allow that to happen consistently.
That's a very great call there. But he's also producing, and $7 was also producing it too, his production company.
That nailed it, Brian. That's what it is.
So there's also that. So that was a big thing. People were saying, well, $7 producing it, so he can do whatever the hell he wants. And
that sounds like
Sabrina, do you think that's what it is? Think it's like a $7 thing? They're like, whatever, The Rock can do what he wants, or do you think this is like hearsay bullshit, and we shouldn't ignore this right now and move on?
Okay, first of all, I'm totally missed that Agent Chilla was in the chat because I had to look up a specific thing about this specific case. Hi, Agent Chilla, sorry. Isn't this typical music star behavior? No, it's not. I'm sorry, movie star behavior. No, it's not. It's typical asshole behavior, not movie star behavior. So I'm 100% $7 Productions is co-producing this film. So they're not going to trash him. They're not going to trash anything that has to do with that because they're only fucking footing up half the bill, right? So they're of course going to say, oh, he was a fucking peach. He showed up on time. He came in a limo. He didn't piss in Voss water bottles, which, by the way, I think it's weird.
They were saying that he was pissing it. They were saying they were pissing in bottles,
in Voss water bottles to save time on set because he drinks a lot of water and has to relieve himself a lot. So why would you ever walk to a public restroom?
Leave the people's penis alone.
Piss in a water bottle and have your PA dispose of it. Oh my God.
This is the final boss.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my God, you just cut to my hands up and his hands up. That was perfect. That literally was like it was literally like amazing. It was like almost the same move. I can't wait to see that post. Yes, they could absolutely hire another actor or queen, but also his production company is kind of footing the bill as well. So they're not going to hire another actor. And also, I love The Rock. Let's be clear. I love him. I think he's a
Me
great
too.
actor. I think he's super funny. I loved him as a wrestler. Like, I love him, period. And even in stupid movies that I would never watch without him. Like, I just really enjoy him. I enjoy his presence. I think he does a very good job. However,
Right.
when you're pissing in a Voss water bottle and making your PA dispose of it and showing up fucking 8 hours late to set,
Good point,
it's
Queen.
really dis-fucking respectful. It really is. And they said this Voss water bottle thing, by the way, came up on Red Notice as well, which was with Wonder Woman and fucking my man Ryan Reynolds. So this is not the first time that people have said that. You know what I mean?
You know how small those bottles are? I mean, come on, they're small bottles. They're skinny little bottles.
Hey, what are you trying to say about the people's
They're at
penis?
least glass bottles. You just have to get the hole in there, Ron. I
You know what we're
mean,
talking about, guys. I mean,
It is a
I don't
wide
think it has
mouth.
anything to do
It
with
is a
that. I'm
wider mouth bottle.
not saying anything about the size of his
That's a
penis.
big
I'm just
one,
saying
Ron.
it's a glass container, which is
Yeah.
way bigger than whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, I wish, Ron.
What
Know
is
your
it?
role.
Crystal
Know your
geyser or
role.
whatever. Yeah, you're right, Ron. Yeah,
Shut
it's like a
your
screw top
mouth.
situation. Oh, you were being sarcastic. Now I get it. Sorry, Ron.
You know, Torbett told me today he's the #1 celebrity in the world.
He is. He's on the highest paid ones
Dwayne
too.
The Rock Johnson?
Highest paid. Everybody else,
Well,
highest paid.
Yeah.
You got to figure that account.
No,
says,
he's not.
He just became
Mm-hmm.
he just became
Hunter.
the board of directors CEO of TKO Sports, which owns WWE. So he's
Don't
pretty
lie
much.
to me.
It's not Hollywood money, but he's also making that money. So
Right.
he's pretty well off.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, for shit sure, he's rich as fuck. I'm just saying, like, you shouldn't make a whole production wait for you because you're rich as
No.
fuck, and like your production
No.
company's footing that bill, and then piss in a
No
water
one
bottle and
should,
make your
Sabrina,
PA
but they
dispose
do.
of it. That's fucked up. That is fucked
What-
up behavior. You should
What do
not
you
be
think,
allowed to do
Thirsty?
that.
You shouldn't. What do you think, Thirsty Daddy? Is this happening? Is The Rock pissing in those Voss bottles with this people's penis? And do you think that he's doing this shit, or is this just like fucking blown out of proportion?
I think it's way out of proportion because in the industry, you don't wait for anybody that long. I don't care
Man,
how
You
big
do.
a rock.
You absolutely do, GR.
Yep.
I've worked on set
Rock.
with
Well,
Vince
I'm
Vaughn,
sorry, you don't.
Paris Hilton, and Lindsay Lohan. I've been on set many times where we waited for actors for 8 hours, 9 hours, and 10 hours before they called it. It's happened a million times.
Mhm.
Farrah Fawcett. Yep.
Then anybody that's back in that movie deserves
Should
what
go
they
be.
get. If I'm back in a movie and somebody's not there for 8 hours, that fucking loser is out.
Well,
Unless
what
you're The
happens
Rock.
You
is-
gotta have some balls if you're back in a
You
movie.
request a drink.
And I don't
Request a
care
drink.
how bad The Rock is. And
Everybody
I
knows.
agree with Sabrina. I love his work. But if you're going to keep me waiting for 8 hours, you're fucking out.
Well, you would
Well, the
think
thing is,
so.
the producers
producer,
hired
director,
all these people,
or
GR.
that- Pardon me?
Like the producers paid for all these people, all these
That's a
extras,
good
all
point.
these things. So they have to try to figure out how to spend their money. Like instead of canceling the day, they're like, how do we shoot shit without this motherfucker who hasn't fucking
How
showed up?
about this? How about Sabrina having some real balls and say, fuck him, he's out, and replace him?
His
The problem
is,
production
it's his
company is
production company.
They're
No, but
producing the
this
movie.
This movie might have been made on the back that we got The Rock doing this.
Yeah.
Yep,
Rock.
right, Jordan.
We don't have this fucking movie.
Yeah,
I
Jordan,
know.
do you think that there's any world where they would kick him off this movie, Jordan?
I don't think so. But out of all the rumors, now I follow wrestling still, and I will believe that The
Do
Rock
you
has
smell
done
what
this
The Rock is
because
cooking?
during WrestleMania 40, they had this big thing. It was a press junket. He had all these fans there, paid tickets to see him. He was 2 hours late. And some
Bam.
little 12-year-old had a question, called him on his bullshit. But he was in character. He was playing the heel, so he was probably just. But he was like, "Oh, The Rock can show up whenever The Rock wants, or whatever."
You don't have
But-
anything to say about when The Rock comes to his fucking match.
Yeah, but
You know
The
what
Rock.
The Rock is cooking?
I'll tell you
Oh,
right
what is
now, if
this
this
from?
is true, he's a hypocrite. Because if you remember
Yeah,
years ago
kinda.
during Fast and the Furious, This was a big thing with him and Vin
About Vin
Diesel.
Diesel, man.
Yep, 100%.
Vin Diesel was late to set and was very unprofessional, and it pissed The Rock off, and The Rock came on record, and that's how that feud all started. So if The Rock is doing, if this Rock,
he's a cuck. He does cuck.
But so if he's doing this now after all that years ago, the feud, and calling Vin Diesel out and all that.
By the way, anytime anyone mentions Fast and the Furious, everyone has to drink. So grab your fucking cups, ladies and gentlemen. Happy fucking Friday!
Delayed by a year. The next one, by the way, the next Fast Furious delayed by a year.
But
all right, well, The Rock is fucked.
I think The Rock is spreading himself too thin. He's trying to get back into the wrestling business. Now he's on the board of TKO.
Too fucking old for that.
He's not trying to get back in the wrestling business. They pay him a lot of money to show up every once in a while, Jordan. Come on.
Exactly. But now he's got
trying
stock.
to get back in.
Now he's got
doing
stock.
what Vince McMahon is paying him for it. Whatever. Like he shows up every once in a while, makes a shit ton of money.
Right.
Vince McMahon is out.
Vince is done.
Well, whatever. I know he raped a lot of people. Like whatever.
He was touching women or shitting on their chests.
He did a lot of raping and a lot of fingering and a lot of secretarying.
If you don't cut this out, I'm gonna come over to your house.
But now people are calling The Rock.
You live in my house, idiot.
Damn, Peppy.
Now I see
in case
a lot of fans are turning against The Rock because they're saying that he only ran back to wrestling because it's becoming popular again and selling out arenas, and all his shit's been tanking lately.
No. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, anyone that goes back to anything is like legitimately like someone's. It's like people are like, oh my god, why is Selma fucking Hayek doing a commercial? Because it pays a lot of fucking money. Like, what the fuck is Brad Pitt doing fucking commercials in Japan for? Again, pays a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
Like, what is Sofia Vergara doing fucking going with Redkin? It pays a lot of fucking money. So shut the fuck up. Everyone's going to do it. They want money. They need money. They're going to do it. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Like, and it's
money talks and bullshit walks.
It does.
There used to be a distinction where it was like, you were a movie star. You didn't even do TV. Fuck TV. Mm-hmm. That's not for me. I'm a movie star.
No, TV's the way to go.
The Rock will do a TV show eventually. I bet he will.
My point is, there used to be distinctions. There were voiceover actors, there were commercial actors, there were fucking TV actors, and then there were fucking movie actors. And now it's all fucking smushed up.
Yeah, but the sad thing is, you don't even have a lot of those good voice actors are losing roles now to Hollywood stardom. Like,
and every model is losing jobs to fucking actresses.
Ron, you hear about all this now. After this discussion, do you think that maybe this could be true a little bit, Ron?
No.
Could be true a little bit?
I still don't. Not the amount of time, that 8 hours. No, I don't.
No, that's ridiculous.
Like, the crew would go nuts.
That's Paris Hilton
can't
bullshit.
get anything done. The crew would leave.
Yeah. I don't think 8 hours, but I think it's late.
No, hold on.
I'm a producer.
Hold on. I'm a producer. You fucking figure out how you can utilize everyone that you are paying to be on that set for that day. What can we do? B-roll shit. Can we do some fucking crowd running? Like, what can we do without this cunt who has not showed up? Because I'm already paying everyone to be here. So I'm not going to let anyone go home.
I've done things on when we've had actors late and stuff like that. We've shot things that were never going to be shown just to keep just busy work. Busy work.
But
I've seen that shit too, Ron. I've been there.
Hold on. To be fair, you don't know that it's busy work when you're doing it. You're like, I'm trying to make the best that I have with what I've got.
Yeah.
And maybe
some people know.
These things will be Hey,
some people are like, this is bullshit.
Well, you just need one person to start a rumor on a set that is never going to be used. That was me. And then everybody talks about it.
You mean everything in Hollywood isn't real, Ron?
No.
I was on a show that was flipping, and there was like a picket line to flip the show. So the only people who could work was DJ and SAG. I was holding a fucking boom mic. Like, we were doing all the things. They put all the stand-ins in fucking like zombie fucking attire and like did a bunch of background shots. We did the Thriller dance, all the things. Most of the shots did not make the show, but some of them did. You know what I mean? It's like you're paying people to be there for 8 hours. Like, try to get what you can for 8 hours.
It's not saying that he was late one day for 8 hours. If he's consistently doing that.
It said up to 8 hours. It didn't say it was always 8 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
True. Okay.
So there, you know, and I'm not sticking up for him. He can go fuck himself. I'm just saying, as a production, like as a producer, like I would never be like, okay, everyone, let's just go home. Dwayne isn't showing up today. Don't give a fuck. I'm gonna make something happen.
Nah,
You know
I
what
really
mean?
don't like that at all.
Okay, well, Peppy, you're not a fucking producer and you're an alcoholic, so I don't really care what your opinion is. Thank you for weighing in, though.
Yeah,
Next time,
I
do
rat
watch
with
gotta
no hair.
poop.
What? You gotta poop? Well,
Yeah,
somebody
that's
let
what he
Peppy
said.
out. Can someone, Peppy, go outside. You gotta poop.
Well,
No,
Peppy,
he be
he's full of
bugging
shit. We
out.
already know that.
Yeah, well, literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yep. Peppy, calm down, man. You're drinking too much.
If you got,
Oh,
why you coming at me with this
It is
bullshit?
Friday, Brian.
And, you know, because I do that. But The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson might, maybe, won't, could be, who knows, doing this. I think at the end of the day, 8 hours is a long fucking time. Again, we made that discussion here now. How is it possible on a set like this? There's thousands of dollars in the line every hour. Does that make sense? I don't think it makes sense. Again, $7 production was producing this Santa Claus special Christmas movie coming out or holiday movie. So maybe there's some leeway, but I don't think 8 hours
It
is.
sounds like a great
leeway.
movie, but why are you fucking it up, dude? I mean, J.K. Simmons as Santa Claus and him as an elf. I would pay to see
love
that.
it.
Like literally, I'd be in the movie.
It sounds
I
now
would.
you're ruining it.
fantastic.
You're
Yeah.
ruining it.
And I will watch that shit. You know what? Even if it costs $250 million,
I'm really mad.
which you shouldn't have, I think it's gonna be great. But you know what? Sometimes they spend so much money on something and they expect because of name value, like The Rock, it's going to do great. And that's also something that's happening now with Robin Hood, because Robin Hood's coming back one more time with Hugh Jackman, Mr. Wolverine himself, leading the way. And that leads me to our featured story of the night. We have been talking for a long time, guys. I'm so sorry, but we're going late tonight. It's late night Friday on Kruse Control. We appreciate you so much. So
This
Hugh,
bitch too? Fuck you.
Hugh Jackman is up for Robin Hood, this bitch, and Jodie Comer's coming in too to
Our
be
guest.
the leading female for this project. Killing Eve. I think you saw Killing Eve
Free
before.
guy.
but-
Free guy.
as well. But the whole premise of this is by the Pig director and A Quiet Place Day One, Michael Sarnansky. I'll fucking butcher his name. It's too late in the night. Sarnansky. He's writer director for this whole project, and I love Pig. I watched Pig too. I was fucking great. It's not a musical. It's not Men in Tights, Sabrina. It's not. But the titular character, Robin Hood, of course, is grappling with his past after a life of crime and murder, and a battle-worn loner who finds himself gravely injured in the hands of a mysterious woman who offers him a chance for salvation. They're calling it a very brand new adaptation of Robin Hood, changing the whole thing up. We got Wolverine himself playing Robin Hood, beaten down, broken Robin Hood after everything's said and done. It's coming. They're going to start production. We kind of did this already. Not a bad casting choice, Racer X.
Why don't they just cast fucking GR as fucking Robin Hood? He's like, why? Really, Hugh Jackman? Are you kidding?
Hey, would be what's the Friar Tuck or Friar
Tuck.
Cardinal de Burchell?
That's GR. GR's cast is Friar Tuck. We can't talk about it on the show. It's too. That's some breaking news we can't talk about, guys. Friar Tuck right here is live with us tonight. But this is not the Robin Hood story that you know. That's what they're saying right now. It's going to start production in February 2025. We have a lot of time. This broke today. It's breaking news for Robin Hood. Of course, we had the Russell Crowe when we said we had the Men in Tights, which is one of my favorite adaptations. We had the cartoon back in the day.
Don't forget about the recent one with the guy from.
With Taron Egerton.
No.
Egerton?
Who's with Jamie Foxx?
Jamie Foxx was in it. Yes.
Oh.
Jamie Foxx was Little John.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That came out. That was a fart in the wind right there.
Yeah,
fart in the
they said
wind.
that was a new art adaptation. They said that was all brand.
It was so bad it made Russell Crowe look good.
Oh shit! I was really excited about that Russell Crowe version too. I thought it was gonna be good. I'm like Russell Crowe, Ridley Scott, Robin Hood. I'm like, I'm all about this shit.
Did you not see Russell Crowe in freaking Les Mis?
This was before Les Mis. He was skinnier and
more
into his craft. He was more into his craft at that point.
Wasn't of all time.
Sorry.
Oh shit! I'm gonna go with Thirsty Daddy first now because he's pretty much fired up right now, and he also has some visual aids for us too. So Gr, you hear about this happening? Yeah, hey, give him a second. Gr, you hear about this happening? Robin Hood, one more time. Is he the Robin Hood of our dreams, or is this the worst call ever?
From 1954?
He's not the Robin Hood of my dreams.
It's a signed copy of the original Robin Hood.
The original was what I told you earlier, Brian. I just went brain dead on the new star of Hollywood Squares. Her great grandfather.
Yeah, the Barrymores. They're all villains all the time. The Barrymores.
Well, he was the original back in 1926. He was the original Robin Hood. I mean,
John Barrymore.
There's been six Robin Hoods, counting this one, and the original book, which I happen to have a copy of, from when I was 9.
Visual aids.
A couple years ago.
That's right there.
Wow.
Fox.
Yeah, I think that's me in the green tights. But
There's my boy. Oh, Kevin Costner.
Yeah,
it wasn't bad, but
everything I
at least he
do,
get to the story.
do it for you.
But Russell Crowe was a joke. I mean, it wasn't anywhere near the story or any of it.
But we got the fucking Wolverine himself now. What do you think, Jared? Wolverine himself?
Love.
You think he'd be good, Jared? Because he's like also a battered down, beaten down Robin Hood. He's in his different world. He's trying to figure it out. Jordan, I'm talking Thirsty Daddy now, Jordan. Thirsty Daddy. Do you think this would be good,
Jordan,
Jared?
down, boy. I think what it could be, Brian, is the last few chapters of the book where he was beaten down and old. But guys, get the original book.
Is that good? But GR, again, this
like
is a
I
big.
said, I got it from a family member in England at 9, and it's not
big
called
casting.
just Robin. It's Robin Hood and the Men of the Greenwood.
The Greenwood. That's some thriving wood.
So, guys, I think
Sounds
it
like
has
moldy
a chance
wood.
to be a better version. But
So
it's
GR,
not.
will they base it off that? They're saying it's a whole new adaptation. Think they'll actually use some like Robin Hood lore in this, or do you think they're gonna just like fucking do a spin-off like as if it's some new world order type shit?
Well, I hope they go like I was saying earlier, with the last few chapters of the book where he is old and he's, all that shit. But will they? Probably not. They'll get creative and take, of course, Hollywood license to the book. We'll find out in a couple of years.
Yeah, a couple of years. It'd be a long time. I think though. I mean, I think Hugh Jackman's a fucking phenomenal actor, regardless what role you put him in. He's gonna kill it. That's what I'm gonna say.
Agree.
And I think that Robin Hood is a good challenge for him. Again, I know Sabrina's playing music that's gonna get us demonetized. That's fine.
So, Ryan Adams in the background.
Ron, you hear about this, right? I know Jordan's itching at the bit, but I'm going to Ron next. So, Ron, you hear about this, and I know that Hugh Jackman is now everywhere these days.
Just
I mean,
cut
again,
out the 2 seconds I did that, asshole.
he's gone through divorce, and I think that he is like
It
diving
was
into
hilarious,
his work.
by the way.
Hold 1 second. I think he's diving into his work
Drink,
again.
You just made an impression.
That's not an impression. That's just me.
Yes, you did. You did Mickey. Are you kidding?
So,
no.
Ron.
God damn it.
That was his high-pitched voice.
Okay, everybody's a little bit drinking a little bit. I'm going to Ron here. Just two of us, intimate time, Ron. So Hugh Jackman is a
My
fucking
husband and
phenomenal
my
actor.
ex-boyfriend. This is gonna be great. Let's do it.
Well, that's some breaking news on Kruse Control because nobody knew that. But anyways, so Ron, Hugh Jackman's great, right? He's awesome. He's a great actor. Do you think that he's a guy that could actually embody this character differently than anybody else has?
100%. Yeah, he's a great actor.
He's a great actor.
He will bring Hugh Jackman to it.
But do you think that, because again, you think about Les Mis, I think about Les Mis sometimes. I heard that's about Les Mis. Wait. He was so beat down, Les Mis, and he was like trying to figure his shit out. I'm like, this is the Robin Hood maybe we're getting it next. That is trying to figure his shit out. He's done so much for everybody else, and he's broken down, beat down. Now, like maybe he's been arrested too. Maybe he's been beaten, and now he has to find out who he is now. It might be a coming of age story for him, right?
Could be great. Could be fantastic. Absolutely, yes.
Do you see anything that he could like bring to this so that we had never seen before in these other adaptations of Robin Hood?
I mean, Hugh Jackman just has this quality about him that's just like Hugh Jackman. So he can bring that. I can't really put it into words, but it's him. And I think that, he's one of the few that has that.
I feel that.
I agree with that too. And I think that we've had so many parodies and like parodies for sure.
Yes.
Adaptations of him,
Yes.
And this is gonna be like maybe one of the most serious ones we've gotten, I think. Actually,
which would be great. Why not? Why not try that out? We've done a lot of the rest. Now, let's try something else.
You take from the poor, take from the rich, give to the poor, and and maybe this is the person to do it.
Maybe so. Yeah,
I think so.
I'm open to it.
Me too.
Didn't he bring this character to when he was taking care of Professor X?
But it's not a crossover project, GR.
No, but I'm talking about the ability to show it as an actor. He showed it in that movie. Can he show it again?
I don't think Hugh Jackman has a problem showing anything. That man's a fucking legend and a saint, a gentleman and a scholar. One of the most amazing actors that's ever graced Hollywood screens.
We'll go to Sabrina next year. Sabrina, what do you think? Is Hugh Jackman the man of, Nottingham to be the person that will fucking dominate, bring those arrows, hit that target, become the best person to be the man of the people? Or are we making the wrong call here now, and should Robin Hood stay in the past and not do another adaptation again?
The man of the people? The people's
man of the people. People's choice.
That would be a good segue. Okay, so I don't know. I really don't know. I love Hugh Jackman. I love everything he does. I've worked with him on set before. He's one of the most amazing human beings I've ever met. I've said this before on the show. He has absolutely every Friday brought lotto tickets for everyone. Handed them out just in the morning. Good morning. How are you? Here's a lotto ticket. He's just like a really, really, really sensational human being, and I am for anything that he does. I think this is a little bit of a weird choice for Robin Hood, considering all the things. I also did really like Men in Tights. I thought the parody was funny. It was like Princess Bride vibes, and like I don't know. I don't know. I'm confused. I'm very confused. Also, Jodie Comer is not my favorite. She was okay in Free Guy. I didn't see Killing Eve, so maybe I'm not judging her fairly. I don't know. I feel like you can probably find someone better. So that's kind of a little notch on my side. I do say this: if Hugh Jackman thinks that this is a really good project, I feel like he doesn't really do shit. Like I can't think of a movie that he's done that's been shit. I can think of movies he's done
and that's what I'm saying.
Amazing, but it's never been shit.
That's what I'm saying.
She's got a point. She's got a point.
I'm just saying, like, I'm here for it. I'm gonna watch it. Like, would I be like, oh yeah, this is amazing? No, never. But I will watch it, and it probably won't be shit. So that's what I'm here for.
Jordan, will he beam us up onto the Star Trek Enterprise and make us very happy that he exists in this Robin Hood world? Or is this the worst case scenario for Robin Hood and the poor are gonna fucking wish someone was better?
Well, I'm all here for Hugh Jackman, and I'm glad that Sabrina brought up the fact that how nice he was, because that's how I picture Hugh Jackman to be.
Spectacular.
I mean,
the nicest actor I've ever worked with in my life, honestly.
I mean, this guy, he wasn't even cast as Wolverine, and who knows where he'd be without that job, because it was supposed to be Dougray Scott, but he was filming Mission Impossible 2 that ran over, so they had to bring Hugh Jackman in at the last minute, who did a last-minute audition the day before they said, you got to be on set. And, who knows where he'd be now. So I'm glad that guy's making good.
Who is Dougray Scott? I'm going to have to go.
Dude, you know who he is if you've seen his face. He was the villain in Mission Impossible 2. So I'm glad he's doing good. Do we need another Robin Hood? because
tight.
we had Prince of Thieves.
Oh no! By the way, I just looked up Drew Reese. For anyone curious, I just looked that man up. No way, an unacceptable Wolverine. Just to be clear. Carry on, Jordan.
Yeah, he was cast as Wolverine though. He was actually ready to film.
Unacceptable. He can fuck himself. Hugh Jackman is definitely a win here.
That's what I said. I couldn't see him as that either when I see
Dougal Scott.
Yeah, that guy would have blew up if he took that role, but he had to turn it.
Oh no! Yeah.
Mission Impossible 2 went over shooting schedule, and he had to drop out.
Oh, Tom Cruise always causing problems.
But I say the best Robin Hood I've ever seen, and I don't know how many people have watched it, but the TV show with Jonas Armstrong and the BBC. I loved that show. It also had Richard Armitage. Is that his name? Richard Armitage. Yeah, as Guy Gisborne. It was great. I loved that show. And that was my edit.
Oh,
that was my adaptation.
Look at you doing shit in real time, Brian.
There you go. That was originally Wolverine.
No, thank you.
But
Dougal don't.
But yeah, I love Prince of Thieves. That was one of my probably favorites.
The best.
Like everything about that movie was just great as a child. I remember watching it. I had all the action figures, the tree house thing with the freaking drawbridge and everything. But
they capitalize on everything. That's so annoying.
Oh, especially in the 90s, dude. Every movie had a toy line. I mean, think about it. Terminator, all these rated R films had a toy line. Everything had an action figure back then.
I thought it was just cartoon stuff.
Yep.
Like, I don't know. I was a girl. I didn't want
No,
toys of
no, they
movies.
you had Rambo birthday parties.
No.
Violence
No,
was
like
the thing.
G.I.
in the 90s.
Joe. Like G.I. Joe was a thing, and like Star Wars was a thing. I didn't know all this shit had toys.
Oh yeah,
There's a lot of toys.
yeah.
All this
Well, I
shit
think
had
G.I.
toys.
Joe was really Barbie's boyfriend.
Oh yeah.
What? I'm sorry, I could not hear you with the music. What'd you say?
I said I think G.I. Joe was Barbie's real boyfriend, not Ken.
We're gonna find out when Paramount gets bought by
Legit.
Sony. We're
That's a
gonna find
Harvey
out for
Weinstein
sure.
situation.
You know,
But I'm all for it. I love Hugh Jackman. I hope.
You
I
gotta
hope
tell
it's-
it like it is, you know.
But how many
I
more
agree.
Robin Hoods do we need? Like I
I
get.
don't know. If you're gonna do it though, Hugh Jackman's the guy. That's all I'm saying. I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm not asking for it. But if you're gonna do it, at least give me someone who's gonna deliver, and he's gonna deliver.
And
Yeah.
I know, like the Russell Crowe one, they were trying to make it like, oh,
Russell
the
Crowe can
realistic.
suck
this is
8
what-
dicks. He's the
This
worst.
is
they're
what
trying to be Gladiator. They're trying to be Gladiator.
No.
No, I think they were trying to piggyback off. Did you guys ever see the King Arthur one that was supposed to be realistic?
I never saw
With,
that. I didn't want to see it. I thought I saw it. I thought about it. Yeah.
No, you know what I did? You know what I did see? Him and Les Mis, and I wanted to jump off the bridge that he jumped off of. It was
That's
fucking
what Robin Hood
terrible.
reminded me of.
Yeah,
They're like,
man.
okay, they did a realistic King Arthur. Let's do a
Exactly.
realistic Robin Hood.
What was his name?
I
see his
Shut
face.
the fuck up. I don't know who cast him in that. I don't even understand. It was so awful.
That is some bull dinky.
That's some bull dinky.
Bill Dinky.
Hundo,
Well,
baby.
Bull
Hundo.
dinky.
But I think though, Jordan, you're right. I think that this is a good choice. At least we'll have to wait to see. It's very early. It's very early, and we've gone way over tonight. So I'm just trying to wrap this shit up in a nice little
Yeah,
bow.
Ron's
Fire
ready to
touch
close
is
this game.
spoken.
Ron's ready to do this.
Yeah,
And
Rob's
I'll
ready
see
to
you
go to
later.
bed.
Yes, sir.
He's not even gonna say bye.
Right,
As soon as
right,
we say goodbye, Ron's gonna be like, "And peace out." I have a
Oh, man.
I know Pepe. He's done. He's
Sorry,
fucking
Ron.
done.
So true.
Pepe, you done?
Oh,
Pepe
no,
lives in
I'm
someone's crotch, so we don't care
Pepe's
about
done
him.
too.
He's fine. Pepe's fine.
Uh,
We don't worry about
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Pepe's good.
done. My
We worry about
apologies
Ron.
to you, sir.
him.
Pepe's
Yeah,
done.
see,
Fire
Pepe
touch is
apologized to you,
spoken.
Ron.
It's time to go.
Yeah. But anyways, so I think that again, Hugh Jackman's a great choice, and I think again we're gonna wait to have more information. If you're gonna get an actor to be anybody, Hugh Jackman's the person. He's
I know.
also, as Ron and I said earlier, he's again recently single. He's looking for a lot of jobs, and I think you're going to see him in a flux of a lot of movies moving
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah.
And this is one of those things where it's like you need a leading man, that'll be an older, beat down person that can fucking go all in. That is, of course, Hugh
I
Jackman.
would literally
You'll do
hire
it,
him to
okay?
do anything. Anything.
And he
Any
could do
fucking
it.
thing.
And he could
He
do
will.
it.
Yeah,
He will do it.
Could. He's spectacular.
That's why he's gonna be Wolverine again for at least 3 movies too, because I think that he is just ready to work. And I think he's great. I don't think it doesn't matter. He's timeless. Doesn't matter how old he gets. He's fucking timeless. He's great. He's fucking in it. He knows what he's doing, and he's always great. And he's always, again, one of those actors. I'm like, I wish I could be like him because he's so freaking amazing. And I'm happy he's Robin Hood. I don't care what people say online. I'm happy he's Robin Hood, and I think he's gonna kill it. And I can't wait to support him in the theater. It's gonna happen. And I appreciate you, Hugh Jackman. I appreciate you. And I'm so happy you came back to be Wolverine. I love you. I missed you, and I'm happy you're back. Anyways, everybody, thank you for being here on Kruse Control. Appreciate you so much. Happy fucking Friday. I'm going to take a cheers to that. Hope you had a great time. We talked for a long time tonight. Cheers.
Oh, I know. I'm out. Boo. I'm trying.
Cheers to the queers.
Cheers and cheers.
Cheers to the queers. I'm fuming. Cheers
What?
to the queers.
That's
what he said.
That's my Dave Wilson.
Why are you making it? He said cheers.
Cheers.
Brian, pay attention. Ron, are we good?
We're good.
Can I give fireworks?
Yeah. You want some fireworks? You give yourself fireworks.
I gave Ron
give yourself fireworks
from me to him because you were not understanding what was happening.
Yep. Well, I'm sorry. I didn't know what was happening right there, but we got through. It's Friday. We made it. It's so exciting. We made it. I'm happy to have you all here because you know what? It's been a great night. I can't play that. But a great night. I'm so happy to see you all here on a Friday. It's amazing. It doesn't matter what day. If it's Friday, though, regardless if Sabrina's here, we're all hanging out, having a good time. And I say regardless
weird
because...
Shot, weird shot.
Well, I said regardless. I couldn't find what I was going to play right now, but I messed that up. I said regardless because we are... I've been drinking a little bit too.
I played
whatever.
2 minutes of Brian Adams, and now I'm a villain all of a sudden.
You're not the villain. You're the villain.
It's long enough to be the villain.
I said, regardless of Brian's here, we are still just.
Oh, fuck you. That also, your joke doesn't even work because that doesn't make sense.
Well, it's a Friday. Puppy nose! Anyways, everybody, thank you for being on Kruse Control. Appreciate you so much. Ronald, Todd Woodward, thank you for being on Kruse Control. Appreciate you, Ron. As always, 34 years in the business, also kicking ass on 3Gs. I appreciate you, Ron. Hope you had a great night tonight. We went way long again. We had a long day. He misses Mondays. That's all I'm saying.
Was that your day before? Now you do Fridays and you're fucked?
No, he came in on Mondays. It was like an hour and 5 minutes. Like fucking Mondays. And I'm
like, wait, what?
Mondays. I appreciate you, Ron. Thank you so much for being here. Love you, and we'll see you soon. Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
Ron.
The thirsty daddy himself. Thank you, Mr. G.R. Waters, for being here. Hope those screwdrivers went down tonight very well. Appreciate you, G.R.
They eased on down the road, babe.
He's on down the road.
Damn right, Ron. Sing more often. That's awesome. Sing more often. Bring that shit in, Ronnie. You're leaving us. You're leaving us without some great shit. I'm really upset about that. It's easier. Mr. Jordan Sell, thank you for being on Kruse Control. As always, appreciate you, man. Hope you had a good time. I'm sorry there wasn't enough Star Trek stuff for you, but it's good to see you, man. Appreciate you. Hope you had a good night tonight, man.
Yeah, it was been. Damn.
Yeah, I mean,
I need a drink.
You okay, man?
Yeah, I'm good.
what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Everyone knows what you're talking about. But thank you, Jordan, for being here. Appreciate you. Miss Sabrina Victoria as well. Thank you for being on Kruse Control. Appreciate you. Hope you had a great night. Happy fucking Friday. Hope you had a good weekend coming up here too. And thank you for being here on Kruse Control as always. We can't hear you. So your send off is moot right now, as a lot of things.
Christian Bale
She says,
sucks as Batman. That's what she said.
You talk too much
watch Juja. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm talking for her.
Subtitles on her.
Godzilla is coming right now. Godzilla. Watch out for the train will fall into the desert right now. Oh, there she is.
Do you hear me now?
I don't know. Can we?
Yes? Maybe?
Yes, we hear you now.
Okay, fuck you. 8 Ways to Sunday, both of you. Rude impressions of me, by the way.
Nobody said I was nice.
Also,
Godzilla.
by the way, we already lost two fucking people.
That was
As
Godzilla's
if I would
dick.
ever say that, by the way. Fuck off, idiots. Numbers, we lost two people.
The fans got it.
You guys,
But no, you're not my type.
the fans did not get it. You know what? What? You know what? I don't care. Fuck you guys. The point is, if you guys are still watching, please, pretty please, hit the like button. I feel like it's my job at the end of every day because, like, I know you watch and you're here all the time, and I know you love us. Like, please just hit the like button. It really, really helps us. Also, this would not be the same show without you guys. I don't want to say the same thing all the time, but it's fucking true. I love you guys. You're amazing. You make this show so much more fun. And reading your comments actually this morning. This morning, by the way, this morning was when I started drinking. Apparently, that
What's up?
was hilarious when you guys are going through the breaking news. You guys always have so much amazing things to say. I'm really excited to have you here. You make it so much better, and I love you all. By Queen, by Lexi, by Racer X, by Conan, by everyone else who's anyone else who's in the chat. I really, really appreciate you guys. We couldn't do the show without you. So you all have a great night. I love you.
We appreciate you all. Thank you, Sabrina. Again, we appreciate you all from being. Yeah, you would, Peppy. Peppy's. He's drank too much tonight. Peppy drinks a lot on Fridays. Anyways, thank you all for being here on Kruse Control. Appreciate you as always. Hope you have a great weekend. You got to keep spreading that word because numbers keep going up because of you, our friends, our family, our loved ones, the people we wake up for in the morning. We appreciate you. Please, 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 please like and subscribe and join our Patreon if you can. Where's your microphone thing there? It's weird. You got to keep spreading that word because you do that, the numbers will keep going up because you make it happen every day. It just happens every fucking Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, whatever it is. You got to tell your friends, your family, your uncles, your aunts, your grandmas, your grandpas, your great grandmas and grandpas from uncles and aunts that came down from uncles and aunts and grandmas and grandpas. And they subscribe. You can subscribe. The Jinjos, the beavers, the bears, the marsupilamis, all the freaking woodland creatures, all the fucking koala bears. And the fucking tigers and bears, oh my! And every little creature that comes out in the world, like the worms subscribed a long time ago. They're fucking wiggle around, and make it happen because you can make it happen too. I subscribe, and also the chinchillas did it a long time ago. They came around a long time ago with the squirrels and all the fucking little creatures that groundhogs in the ground, all those shits. They subscribe. You can subscribe too. Every freaking postal person, every freaking gardener, and also every mail person with the freaking pool person, with everybody else that comes around your backyard and sniffs your anus. They subscribe. You can subscribe too. That's what it comes down to. They can subscribe. You can do it. All can happen. When it happens, it becomes a huge sensation. And when that happens, everybody, it becomes real. And when it does, we love you even more and bring bigger and better people your way. So we appreciate you. Anyways, everybody, have a great weekend. We appreciate you so much. Happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend. We'll see you back officially on Monday, finally again. New schedules, new time. Same bat time, same bat channel. Have a great weekend. Thank you all for being here. As always, I appreciate all my guests. Thirsty Daddy, Ron, Jordan, Sabrina, and the pep star himself. I appreciate it. And Torbit, I know you're out there. We appreciate you. Love you. Enjoy your weekend. And until next time, everybody, see ya.
Bye, guys.